Hello and welcome everybody out there in YouTube and D&D land. I hope you're all having a fantastic day today. Before we jump into the action, don't forget to like, comment, and subscribe. And we have open slots available if anybody is interested. We have one open slot in this game, we have an open slot in the Sunday, two open slots in the Sunday game, and we have two open slots in the Tuesday early game. So, if anybody is interested in any of those, be sure to reach out and let me know. Now, without further ado, as you all traveled through the evening, Lorien sits taking his rotation on the cart. Every now and again, other people rotate who is sitting and who is standing. And he seems to be fiddling around with his lute. A tale of heroes, forged in the crucible of conflict, bound by fate and driven by destiny. Let me weave for you the saga of the surgeon, the woodland skitterer, the lonesome gambler, the wide-eyed small folk, and the dim-lit flame. In the aftermath of chaos, our brave companions found themselves deep in discourse, their minds abuzz with strategies and stories. They spoke of campaigns past and trials faced and triumphs earned, of open roles yet to be filled, and of the looming journey ahead. Their hearts beat as one, a testament in the strength of community and the power of shared dreams. The surgeon, ever meticulous, tended to matters of health and preparation, ensuring that all was ready for the arduous journey to Palanthus. The woodland skitterer, with eyes sharp and senses keener still, scouted into the woods for danger and meals. The lonesome gambler, with a heart full of stories and a mind ever calculating, seemed to be someone with a future tale of valor, or perhaps treachery. As night fell, they gathered their supplies, wide-eyed small folk full of curiosity and eager to prove their worth, assisted with the loading of the cart. The dim-lit flame, a beacon of quiet strength, ensured that their callings were at peace and protected. Plans were laid with the utmost of care. The surgeon would safeguard the precious cargo, including the Duchess's special things. The woodland skitterer would scout ahead, ever vigilant. The lonesome gambler would meet the group down the road, as his eyes ever searching for opportunity and threat alike. And together they would depart upon the cover of darkness, their steps silent, their resolve unshakable. Yet their journey was not without trial. During their preparations and blight, there was those that wished to take away their flames, and take away their opportunities. It was then that everyone found it was not treachery inlaid, but instead a keen sense of community. And so, our journey continued. All of these would-be heroes, yet to be aware of the dangers ahead. How does that sound, guys? Do you think I could make something out of this?
Yes, I think it makes for a good story, fabulous story. Of course.
I mean, it's kind of hard to lavish up things like a campfire brawl. I'll work on it.
Yeah, no, it's good. Maybe let me do a little background. Let me play a little background rhythm to that. I think it'll add a little bit, and I'll pull out my lute, and then again, I'm doing some finger picking, but some kind of like background, like folk music, more type to fit in with his to his song.
And he continues repeating the story with a lot of very small subtleties and differences and nuances that make absolutely no difference to many of you. And though some of you know who you are in these tales, I have a feeling maybe a couple of you are questioning. But that is where we begin our journey, everybody. You are traveling down the road. There is a very old pathway pushing you all forward. You have to hug close by. Let me bring you over to the map to actually show you guys. Remember, you're going to have to zoom in like a lot. You are hugging close to the Vingard Mountains, these wondrous mountain range that separates the majority of Solamnia from the coastline that all of you find yourselves on. As far as all of you know, there's only one pathway to get over to Palanthus. You have to go southwards until you get to the entrance of the Vingard River. Sail the river, and then around to cut back through an open ravine and go through the very far southern reaches of the northern wastes in order to get to Palanthus. The only other journey would be across the ocean. However, that is proving to be quite treacherous nowadays, with so few Solamnian guards to be able to handle the monstrous beasts that seem to be lingering ever closer inwards. Now, as you are traveling, hugging close to the mountains, you do notice every now and again that your guide seems to pull out a small piece of parchment, unravel it, read it, and tuck it back away. After traveling for the better part of half of a day, Fox will jump out from the back of your cart, moving much more nimbly than all of you thought would have been possible, given his leg. All right, everyone, we're far enough away now. So, congratulations. I am your guide, and I am a representative from the great Lord City of Palanthus. Sorry for the little bit of a ruse. My ankle is actually quite well maintained, thank you. But we had to be sure that whoever I'm bringing in is going to be of the right quality and making.
Wait, so you lied to us?
No,
That's so
I
rude.
did trip, and I did hurt my ankle, just nowhere near to the degree that I may have led you to believe. And this is so that we don't pick up people like those robbers last night.
That makes sense. Yeah.
Meezen, please roll me a insight check. 4.
I'm not paying attention. Thinking about that chest of colding and what's inside of it.
Oh, yeah. Whew, that is treasure, actually. Now, there's only 3 ways to get into the city. And whoever here is proficient in survival? Anybody?
We can find out. I'm
well-
probably not. Nope, -1.
I got nature.
Nope.
I imagine Fran is, yeah.
Yeah, Fran
you are?
probably is.
Fran, you're aware of supposedly there being that path that you take all the way down south and across the river to get there. But 3, you've never heard of 3 paths into the city. Yeah, right.
So, are we going to be taking the one most traveled, less traveled, one in the middle?
Well, that's what I was going to leave it up to all of you.
I don't know. To be honest, I don't know. To be honest, I jumped on a car thinking it was going to take me somewhere else. Now the cart took me somewhere else, and now I'm on another cart that might take me somewhere else. Oh.
We'll get you home. We'll get you home, kid. We'll get you home.
I advocate for the road most traveled.
What are the features of the different paths?
Well, the most traveled course is following against the mountain. Sorry, he's nowhere near as regal as I'm making him sound. Following against the mountain. There's an opening ravine between two of the mountains that was occupied by the Red Wing. That leads out onto a river. Now, crossing that river, we will come across a lot of bandits across the way. We will also be coming across droves of individuals that may not be as friendly as they would have naturally appeared. And it would take us roughly about 3 months to get to the Lord City. An alternative route is we can traverse over the mountains. Given the weather, it would be a little treacherous and difficult to get up there, and of course we would have to abandon, well, your donkey and the cart in order to make it up there. However, there's also one more route that, well, I'm sure I can find a way through that's a little safer, but supposedly there is an old entrance from the open bay inside of the mountain. That's some bugbears and hobgoblins call home, and they utilize in order to ambush ships on the waters.
You're a goblin. You might be able to talk to them.
I can probably talk to them. I just...
Do you know them? Like, are they like family?
That is racist, sir. I cannot believe you just said that to me.
Well, like, I don't know. Man, you're just... I
Do
don't know
not
how
dig
goblins
yourself a
work.
hole. Just shut up. Just be quiet. So, the only reason why I say the road most traveled is because it is the road I'm most familiar with. I've never heard of these other two roads.
Understood. And I cannot leave Carrot behind. And I'll give... As we're walking, I'm doing a little playing on my lute, but I'll reach over and give Carrot a scritch on the air as I'm walking next to Carrot, the donkey.
I'm kind of against the road most traveled, only because we talk about racism and all that, but like, you are a goblin, and that can have... We could run into problems just having that around, like having you with them.
Well, you keep getting convinced that I'm a small child, so I don't see why we can't just disguise me if we think we're gonna run into some trouble.
Well, I mean, I assumed you're a small child goblin.
Nice cover, but I don't think so.
Joey, the do I know how people in Palanthus would perceive a goblin?
From the last time that you were there, not very warmly. There are goblins that lived in Palanthus. They mostly kept to small alley-based communities. They moved around in small, what people called gangs of goblins. You would get ganged up on them, and they would, bang you around, steal your shit, and leave. But
yes, well,
they're not very warmly. However, all of the advertisement you've been hearing around Palanthus recently is everybody is welcome to Palanthus. They're trying to rebuild the city after the war.
Yes, well, my understanding is that they're asking for everyone to come, and of course we could disguise you as a child, but I don't think we need to do that. Disguise might not be a bad idea, but I think if you're traveling with us I think you should be okay. They are asking for everyone, and oh Lord, if we didn't need a disguise, you could just be a valet or some type of something.
Okay.
Also, I don't like how those people are eyeballing your eggs. They probably thought it was a snack like I have.
Yes, would be very important to protect that egg at all cost.
Well,
Absolutely.
I don't know how you guys feel, but the bugbear one sounds most fun.
I'm with Odie. I say we go through there. At least that way we know everything that we're going to see is going to be after us. And, we know to be on alert. You start traveling through a really long trip through a whole bunch of people. You don't know how many of them are bandits. You don't know how many of them are good people. You don't know how many of them turn bad when they find out about all the food we've got. That's going to be a big target if anybody sees us. But the caves, the bugbears, we know they're going to be hostile.
But
you just know you start off that way.
the only question is, can we keep the cart if we go the other route? I know over the mountains we have to leave the cart behind, but
Yeah, that's not doable. And Nizan, you do make an interesting and good point. My brain just went out the left window.
It's okay. My brain is always out the window.
Ain't that the
Oh,
truth?
yes, you did make a good point. After all, I'm sure, I know people have killed others over food recently.
I'm willing to negotiate on this, but I will not take path 2, because I agree we should not give up Carrot.
I appreciate you, friend.
But I don't want to carry the chest, and I'm not leaving the chest behind. So I agree with keeping Carrot. But
I don't want to hit muscle failure either, so I get it.
It sounds like what was this? It was Fox something or another. What was his name?
I don't see his token. Fox.
Fox Ashwind.
Fox Ashwood.
Here, I can bring you guys back over to the caravan map.
Oh, that's
Let
all
me
right.
just delete all the dead bodies.
So if Fox knows this path, I mean, I'm assuming Fox, you know how to avoid at least some of these patrols in those caves, right?
I mean,
We
I
cut
know
down
what
on some
signs
of
to
it.
look for sure.
See?
But there will be an aspect of danger, regardless. And, I mean, it is a risk I'm willing to take for us to get there. It's just, we have to be alert that perhaps not all of us can make it there. Yes, I can give you a page for...
Thank you.
Yeah. Notable named NPCs. All players can see. You want the responsibility of editing, Kit?
Yes, please.
Who wants to be the backup editor if he's absent? Just to
I'll
keep
do it.
track of NPCs.
yeah, I can do it.
Okay.
Ooh.
I already take my paper notes.
Perfect.
Yeah. This
There
made
you
a
go.
big difference last time, so.
Thank you. I do have good ideas. Oh, sorry, that was just mine.
Notable NPCs. I'll never renaming that one.
Notable
So
named
yeah,
NPCs.
On the cart,
What?
it's like, is it kind of representative like on the map? Like the cart's only kind of like, it only takes up like a couple of squares, you know? It's not a big cart. It's just
Yeah, it's not
minimum.
a wagon. It's not a wagon. It's just a little tiny,
Handcart?
Yeah, like a two-wheel. So typically carts are like, if I remember, they're smaller. They're like two-wheeled, I think.
Yeah.
Okay,
It's a
all right.
two-wheel cart. The back area only has about like 5 cubic feet of space. It's a cart. They're
Yeah.
made to transport things from like one end of town to the other. It's not
Yeah,
meant for
yeah.
a caravan, but it's a
Yeah.
lot better than walking. That's
Yeah,
why you
and
guys
that's
are
why-
rotating.
I was
in
just
sits.
clarifying, like,
Yeah.
you know, Because I wasn't sure if we were trading up just because there's a lot of stuff in it, and there wasn't room for people, or if it was actually a small cart because we're
It's a
talking
small
about
cart.
going
Yeah,
to
small cart. And then like on the side of it, there's like a little 2 sticks and a piece of cloth that I flip
Yeah,
up that
okay.
says need healing.
Yeah.
And I sit by it. Occasionally put someone in the cart, but typically the cart's for my supplies.
And with Lorian's supplies added to that, it is.
Cool.
Yeah. We'll say that he has like a small attachment to keep all of his things tied up to and stacked really large that gets pulled by your cart. So, are we willing to take the risk, everyone?
Sure.
Oh yeah.
Yes.
Yes, I agree. I think you all have come up with some good ideas, and I think we should go that route with the hobs and the bugbears.
Shall we take a little inventory to see what we have that can help us in this? Now, I have a lantern, but unfortunately the flame does flicker every now and again. He pulls out a nice hooded lantern.
I have one too, another hooded lantern.
Yeah, I've got a hood lantern and oil and candles and chalk. Just pulling random shit out.
Yeah. And I do have also a little lamp. It's not a hooded one. I'm not fancy like y'all, but or all of you. But some oil. That's carrot, and of course I've got Sprite here, and I give my little bearded dragon lizard on my shoulder a little pet.
Are we doing some inventory stuff? I got a deck of cards, a great axe, 4 javelins, a random pouch, some bag, a warhammer, a shield, spatula, cooking oil, and I start pulling out all the cooking utensils.
I meant for things that might help
Hand
us
axe
with
for lumbering.
dungeon delving.
A mess kit.
Oh, you
An
do have
oil.
a hand axe. Okay, cool.
Yeah. How else do you think I cut down
Oh,
the trees? A shovel.
Right.
That's it.
Did anybody get that screenshot?
No, I was too slow.
Yeah, my internet's been kind of buggy recently.
I also have some pittance.
So yeah, Joey, I wanted to.
Wait,
what are the odds I
he
have
was still
climbing
talking.
gear?
He was still talking.
Sorry.
Let him finish. Go ahead.
I have some pittance and a hammer, though I don't appear to have any rope.
Oddfar, what were you about to ask?
No, what are the odds I have climbing gear?
I'm gonna say 90 or higher.
All right. Oh. I think I hit the wrong one.
And Joey, I forgot to ask you. I wanted to have several bolts of cloth that I had bought, but I forgot to ask you about cost on those because I don't know how to do
Oh,
that.
from Lorian?
No, that I had previously. Oh, and I was going to buy some from him again, but
Slash the other way.
Oh, not even close.
So you reach into, checking your pockets and your bag, trying to see if you have anything, and you look for climbing gear, and instead, you pull out this very moldy orange.
Oh, that's where that went.
Now, so you bought some stuff from Lorian, Ebenezer?
yeah, I had planned to have bolts of cloth previous for my sewing and stuff, but I can buy some more from him. So I just didn't know how much to take off.
10 cubic feet of fine cloth is supposed to be 1 gold.
And if it's just like,
Low quality, silver.
okay,
Now it's 10 feet, which is that's a good amount, but realistically, you're not making anything very nice out of it,
yeah. So I'll get a couple bolts of that. I'll figure out the math.
Well, I have a compass for us to know our direction. I have my lantern. I do have a couple of other things, but I don't think they're going to be very useful inside of a mountain. And everyone here has things to protect themselves, right? Ebenezer, I didn't see you wield a weapon.
I prefer not to shed. I just it's not for me.
Ah, the non-violent type.
I've seen enough in my life to. Yes.
That's cool.
Interesting. Well then, it looks like we are going to be heading a little north. Well, a little further eastward and then north. Can I have a conversation with you, Neeson? I just want to look at your lantern. Come with me.
Oh, of course.
All right. So, the two of them wander away from the caravan, making sure they're out of earshot, and he is like holding up the lantern and looking at his, and they seem to be comparing the two of them. Oi, what the fuck are you doing?
What are you doing? I thought this was supposed to be
these
my
are
game.
my targets. My targets.
No,
Find your fucking own.
This is my fucking target.
Listen, all of this shit is gonna be mine, okay?
It's too late. I already took it.
Oh,
You try to take it from me, you're gonna end up like the Duchess did.
oh.
I already murdered one bitch for this thing. I will murder another bitch.
Listen. Let's be a little more reasonable, right? We split it 50-50, huh? A little flick of flame down there. Get rid of everyone else. Take all the moolah. That'd be a nice payday, eh?
A nice payday, but it's so short-sighted.
What are you talking about?
Are you only getting paid for loot? How short-sighted. I get paid by the person. We're here to get
Oh,
useful
you're
people for the
trafficking.
guild.
Oh, you're not
Yeah.
trafficking. Okay.
Well, I mean, I'm not trying to sell them, but there's finder fees involved. You know how much a good healer goes for?
A good healer who can't even defend themselves? Right, yeah.
He doesn't need to defend himself. You stick him in the bottom of the guild and you let him patch people up. Besides, look at the giant dumb one. He's gonna be
I
useful.
agree. That one seems very
He's
useful.
easy to guide.
And the
You're
goblin.
s-
I'm not
the-
gonna lie. Pretty sure that egg would fetch a pretty penny.
I bet it would. And not to mention, she found a boar
Yeah.
right outside the town. That
Alright.
place has been deadly or death for forever.
I'll tell you what. I'm gonna make sure that they fall on some unfortunate circumstances. And if they can get through, they can get through. But we're splitting the loot 50-50.
Of course, I'm not looking to cut anybody out. I mean, that's just bad business.
Good. You know, I really should get my lantern upgraded. The flickering of this one is just... Maybe there's something wrong in the base, and he starts heading back.
Well, yeah, if you ever want me to look at it later, I'll be happy to.
Conveniently, I just stopped off. I'm trying to figure out how to re-put my stuff back in my bag. As he mentioned the dumb one, I'm like, how did I fit this all in?
The dim lit candle.
While we're traveling, when it's my turn on the cart, can I take some time to examine the dagger and the bow that I got?
Didn't Fran take it?
Fran, you can still take it, yeah. Screw Tim. He'll ask this question in a minute.
You gotta unmute. We're talking to you, Fran. You can still talk.
What?
You can still
Yeah.
talk about what you have in your gear. We haven't moved
Oh.
past it.
Yeah, go ahead.
Hey, y'all, sorry, I've got a tinderbox, a torch, a hempen rope, and I think that's about it, unless anybody needs a crowbar for any reason, but I don't know if that matters.
Well, if we need to open a box, crowbar is always useful. Rope's never a bad thing to have.
Or a door. Wait, you have
No.
rope? Does nobody else here have rope? Lorian
I
looks
got rope.
over. Oh, I have rope. It's just holding my things up.
Comes in the explorer pack.
Rope.
Yeah, some of us didn't take the Explorer pack.
Oh, I have rope, but I realize I don't know where I packed it, and I go, I had rope last time.
Now, a couple of tips about the journey, everyone. A lot of the goblinoids out here, they're currently less organized than they used to be. They were serving underneath the dragons, but without the fear of being scorched to death and utilized as kindling, many of them have started to make their own cliques, gangs, I guess you can call them. So be on the lookout for that while we're traveling.
Good call. Right, friend, while we're about, can you help me, or anyone, but Fran, you did so good catching that boar, which will taste lovely. If you notice any, like, small vegetation things I can feed Sprite, I would appreciate it. You know,
Absolutely. Be happy to oblige.
they like insects and vegetables, but we've been a little low on vegetables lately.
You know, I can do that right now if you need me to. Is
Oh,
it
that would-
okay if I go take like 10 minutes to forage?
Absolutely. Do you have, I believe you have a special feature for this, right?
I believe I do. Where would I find that?
On the right-hand side, Dark Vision Alert, Deft Explorer. You are an unsurpassed explorer. Choose one of the preferred. Oh, you already did that one. Choose 2 types of terrains. Oh, what are your terrains?
I want to say I did pick mountains
Yeah,
as one
and
of them.
Cool.
in the new playtest, after a long rest, they can meditate and replace one of the chosen terrain types with a different one. It's so that you don't pick mountains and then you're stuck in a desert campaign for 2 years.
I know.
I understand why it's like that. I just I like backstories to have a purpose. Like,
You did grow up in a mountain range, though, so
super reasonable to say mountain. Woodland is very common around these areas. I guess that's grassland or forest. Probably.
I know I
forest.
did not pick desert. I'm sorry, I interrupted. I'm sorry.
No, you're good. The common areas from what you come from around is forest, grassland, mountains. Technically coast, because there's always a coast that you go to.
I would not have picked coast or grassland, so I know I picked 2 originally. I'm trying to figure out which ones I picked. It would have probably been mountains and forest.
I think it was forest and mountains.
Yeah.
All right. And remember, after you finish a long rest, if you know you're entering into new territory, you can swap one of them out.
Cool.
So yes, but do you have the foraging feature still? The one that allows... Oh, they don't give you that feature as a ranger. I guess they give that feature as a background, but not in the new stuff either. Okay. So, we'll say roll a survival check. Or, you said you're looking for things that Carrot can actually eat. So this would actually be considered a nature check. And because
Okay.
you are inside of a forested location, you have advantage.
Okay.
$22. You go prancing about inside of the forest, trying to find various things. Now, many of the mushrooms out here are completely inedible to anybody other than a dwarf. However, you do notice up close to one of these trees out here that there's a tiny little dug out location, and when you get over there, you pick up a mushroom that has a very potent smell to it. And you realize this forest seems to have a very rare mushroom that can only be found near the base of trees that you dig up and try to find. And for the life of me, I can't remember what they're called. Truffle. So, you come back after about, we'll say you're doing this while everybody is moving, and you come back probably 30, 40 minutes, and you have a small little bundle of cloth with truffles in it.
Okay, and I go ahead and give them to, sorry, I'm trying to get Ebenezer. I couldn't read your name from there. And I said, okay, here are the truffles that I found. You can share them if you want with the rest of the party after you're done giving sustenance to... I'm not using my accent, I'm sorry.
It's all right. Oh, geez, I almost flipped in a monkey. Give me a second. It's all right. It happens. Oh, thank you so much, friend. This is fabulous. Ooh, truffles. You are such a good finder. Thank you. I appreciate you so much. You're such a good finder. Yes, I would be happy to share some of the... Did not Kit say he was a member of the world's oldest profession? I think it was Kit. It was someone.
I don't quite remember. I mean, you don't have to share them if you don't want to. I mean, they're yours. I got them for you, so you can do whatever you want with them.
I appreciate it. Maybe I'll ration them out at dinner time every night so we can have a little treat with our food. Thank you so much.
You're very welcome.
I appreciate it. And I give...
Sprite.
Sprite. Yeah, I'll break off a little piece and give Sprite a little piece. Kit, did you say that, was it you mentioning skills with the knives and the fire and the plates and the pots and the world's oldest profession?
Deforestation?
No, cooking.
Prostitution?
No, the
What?
Nice try.
Assassinating.
But
Well.
even the prostitutes had to eat.
Yes, cook. I can
yes.
cook.
Fantastic. Here's a truffle. Maybe you can add to tonight's dinner. You can use it for flavor. Use your best judgment.
As I look at the mushrooms, it's like, oh, I guess I could make like roasted truffles and herbs. Work better in a risotto, but.
And I'll give you one of the truffles just because you can slice them up there for flavoring and stuff.
Truffles they're little mushrooms.
Yeah, but don't you also just like shave them for flavoring? I think over dishes.
Yeah, if you want to use them as a seasoning, sure. But they're mostly used for like soups, and they're better roasted too.
Yeah, well, if you need to, you can do two. But we have the boar. I've got a steak here for us to eat, and I thought we could, do the truffle for a little seasoning.
I could do that.
All right.
We also have whatever's in the box of colding, which nobody's really looked at.
True. As I look at Fran, are you able to? I didn't realize you can forage.
Well, Fran, I can do a great many things, but yep, foraging is one of them.
That's crazy. Next time you go foraging, I can give you a list of things that grow in the local area.
You know what? That would actually be helpful. Then I would know what to look for.
The issue is I don't know what grows in this local area, but I
That
can
would
tell
be
you
a
what
problem
would help.
then, wouldn't it? I admire your willingness to be helpful, though. It's the heart that counts.
I appreciate it. But I can give you a list of like herbs I know that are pretty common in general, so.
You know what? You
have
give
any
me your list.
tarragon?
I'm sorry, what?
You give me your list and I'll do my best.
Sweet. Thank you.
You're quite welcome.
Yeah, maybe we should all, not to burden you, but all put down a list so that when you're out there searching, maybe you can take some with you. Odie, is there anything that in particular that I know things are tough and it's hard out here to find stuff, but if Fran should happen upon something, is there anything you would like her to keep her eyes out for?
I don't know. Nothing comes to mind. Anything's good.
All right. Neeson?
Oh no, I just want food. I don't really care how seasoned it is at this point. It's been so long since I've eaten anything that wasn't a trail ration.
We should probably look for a place to, when it's time to stop our march, look for a place and have a good meal before we sleep.
That's going to be a survival check, whoever wants to do that.
Seems like Fran is our competent adventurist.
The only real adventurer in the party.
I grew up privileged.
Seriously, nobody else has survival. Okay, this is going to be interesting then.
I took nature.
Nature's
Same.
good. Nature's good.
But
For
true,
reasons.
I gotta take nature.
So, Fran, you seem to be exiting the more forested areas and getting to find that the trees are becoming a bit more sparse, and there's these rolling mounds of ravines on either side and different pathways and stuff as you get closer to the mountains. It's a very typical transition. However, you do pick up on the fact that many of the portions of the ravine look like they've been carved out by people with pickaxes and shovels in order to make it so there's not a lot of hiding places on the lower elevations, and to get to the higher elevations you'll be wide open for anybody near the mountains to see you whatsoever. Probably can be attributed to the fact that, well, this area did see some battles. There were some occupations happening here. So, you kind of find a location that, you know what, you can watch 4 different directions, and at least you know where things could be coming from.
Alright, y'all, I think this is a good spot for us to hunker down. I'll take first watch if y'all don't mind. And as everybody's kind of getting all settled in, I start to take out my mannequin that I practice my Fury of the Small on, and I just quietly practice my Fury of the Small.
Go
while
ahead and
everyone-
describe. Oh, sorry. Describe what that looks like.
So, Bran just assembles this mannequin that is man's human size, and just as she attacks, she goes, "Kia, Aya, Kia." But I'm really quiet though, so it's like Kia, so that way I don't wake anybody up. I want to give away what it looks like yet because
Yep.
I want to do that first battle.
Okay.
I want to tell everybody what the key move is. Is that okay?
Sure.
Okay.
So, are you guys going to... Well, Ebenezer,
Yep.
your meat's going to start smelling.
Yeah, so she's doing that. I'm parking. I give carrot to carrot, and I will take the steak over to Kit. Here's some steak, and of course we have the board process. I'll let you have at it. And then I will go back over to my cart.
You all are over here, by the way.
And I pull out my piece of cloth that I've been working on for embroidery, and I continue to do that while others do whatever they're doing for winding down.
I want to check out the dagger and the bow that I got from the Duchess.
So, you may roll an Arcana check.
Okay. $25.
Okay.
Oh my.
Very nice. Now, did I already give you the statistics on these last week? I didn't?
No, you just said a nice dagger and a nice short bow with arrows.
All right, let me find that note. Mhm. So, we'll start with the dagger, right? You take it out, unsheathing the dagger in a very, very fine hided sheet as well. And when you place the blade down onto your hand, you do notice it cuts your palm, even though you laid it flat, just by simply touching against it, showing a very pristine edge to it. However, there's no polish or shine on it. And from your, let's say, intimate interactions with the Duchess, there's not really anything about her that makes you think that she would take care of a weapon properly. As you look at that, you also notice written across the edge of the blade, there appears to be words in Elven. Do you speak Elvish?
I do.
You do. These words roughly translate to precision of strike and ease of penetration. In Elvish, it's much more lavish sounding, of course. And you know that that would be some type of rune marking by them to make this weapon magically infused. It is a +1 dagger.
Sweet.
Now the bow, you take that out, you start analyzing it, and the wood that is utilized in crafting the bow's shaft appears to be yew tree, which you know, thanks to a 25 Arcana, is one of the most easily magically infused, naturally occurring items in the realms. The hairs for the bow string, however, that seems to be the only thing that's actually magical about this. The bow itself, the wood, is not magical, but the bow string seems to have a +1 quality to it, as it is made from unicorn hair. Which you would know you could take this bowstring off of the bow and put it on any other bow to make it, well, magical.
Okay. I will take the watch after Fran.
Okay.
So when Fran wakes me up for my watch, I'm like,
Well, before that,
oh, okay.
Kit,
Yep.
food.
Oh, food.
You finally get to do the thing that your character can do. So this is
Nice.
going to be a cooking supply check.
Yes.
And what all ingredients are we going to utilize for this? You have the truffles.
I think right now all I have is the truffles and the steak.
Ebenezer gave you the steak.
Yep,
Yes.
I gave him the steak, and then we have the boar somewhere too. That needs to be.
Treated eventually.
Yep.
Yeah. How many people is it that is eating? How many people are traveling with us?
3, 4, 5, 7.
7 people
Is
and
l-
a donkey.
Lorian's not with us, right?
Lorian is with you.
Yep. Lorian and
Oh
Fox.
yeah, I see him. 2, 4, 6, 7. Okay, yeah,
Fran's
yeah.
over here stabbing a mannequin.
Okay, 7. I request one more truffle from Ebenezer.
Certainly. Here you go.
So I'll have 3. And what I'm gonna do is as I cook it, I'm making a steak and truffle skewer because I feel like that's the only way to turn a single steak into a meal for 7 people, is to have them cut into squares and then skew them.
Okay. Now,
So it's a truffle and steak skewer.
yes.
Cool.
Are there any special benefits people get from your cooking now?
Wait, what's up?
Are there any special benefits that people get from your cooking now?
Not that I know of. I don't think the cooking feat was a thing.
Oh, unfortunate.
Do they get rid of the chef feat?
I would have grabbed that instead of Lucky.
I actually love the chef feat
I did too.
in early campaigns.
Yeah.
It was cool. Oh, unfortunate. Well, I opened up the opportunity in case you did. Anyways, go ahead, Evan.
No, go ahead.
No,
Go ahead.
you've been waiting. Go.
I was just saying, while he is doing that, I'm assuming we're all taking a short rest. And I am going to put down my embroidery that I've been working on and pull out my lute and just play a little bit of song near the end when it's almost dinner time. And I'm going to give Odie and... how should I do this? Yeah, I'll give Odie and Fran a... whatever they're called. Heroic Inspiration.
Okay, so why don't you tell us what that is?
Yep, so your Heroic Inspiration is what gives you that, where you can... It's an inspiration point. And I can do that for up to 2 people with my inspiring song. As you finish a short rest or a long rest, you can play a song, musical instrument, which you have tool proficiency, and give a heroic inspiration, and I can affect 2 people with that. So you guys can get your... It's basically advantage.
A one-use advantage.
A one-use advantage each, yeah.
Yep.
Well, thank you.
Very cool. Very cool. And it doesn't have an expiration, but I'm gonna say long rest is probably the expiration.
Yeah. I believe. Yeah, I think it is a long rest.
Okay. Well, Kit, why don't you roll us a Kit cooking supplies check? And
Oh, yes.
for flavor, that's what you're aiming for?
Yeah.
Your choice of wisdom or charisma.
Let's do charisma since I have that.
Okay.
Let's see what I get. I'm the lucky since I have it.
Sure.
Okay, so 14 it is.
Okay. I mean, for many of you, you've been eating scraps. There's been mice, there's been rats, there's been squirrel. There's not been very much else outside of that. Maybe you'll randomly find some edible mushrooms, and sometimes you make a mistake and the next morning you're in the bathroom for the next day or so. And it's been like that for a few months now. However, eating very well cooked steak, not well done, well cooked steak with truffles? Honestly, this feels like you're eating like a king compared to what you're used to in recent times.
It's medium rare too. Well done,
Good.
it's just disrespectful.
I agree.
Oh, this is marvelous, Kit. You, I swear. Yeah, it doesn't matter. You just remind me of someone from long ago. But
You
this
keep
is a
saying
wonderful.
that.
I do. It's a wonderful meal. Very
The
good job.
face.
It could
Yeah,
be the face.
When I served as a squire, it was one of the few things I was decent at. So
Ah, you were a squire,
under Sir Gallible,
Sir.
little bowl cut guy,
Yeah,
walks
were
around with a
you-
weird wizard dude, kind of shady.
Yes. Kit. How could I? I was there when we were in the meadow near the healing river.
Were you
I
one of the
thought-
paladins or one of the knights?
No, I was also a squire in training
Little.
back then.
A little old to be a squire, aren't you?
Yes. Well, I was younger at the time. I was 16. I thought everyone perished at the Healing River.
Oh, I did. But wait, you were 16. Wait, how old are you now?
Well, but yes, I ended up being lucky enough to escape and found myself in the Feywild.
So you're one of the ones that did survive.
I did survive. I was,
Yeah,
as far as I know, the only one that did. And
yeah, I was taken out really early in that fight. I didn't make it, but luckily, due to a long string of events, I was brought back from we'll say the blink of death.
Kit, would you like to give us a flashback sequence of that fight for you?
No.
Okay, so you're not
No.
describing it. Okay.
I can do it later.
I just tell them like, yeah, I was
Yes.
impaled by a Minotaur, and it went black. That's all I remember.
Yes, I was lucky enough to escape into some type of portal to the Feywild, and when I came back, well, I spent some time there and came back here, and lots of things have changed.
Like you being older.
Well, I mean, this was, what, 20 years ago we were talking? 20, 30? Yes, about 30 years ago.
Oh. It wasn't that long ago over here. But yes, unfortunately I never made knighthood. But
Yes, I left and didn't become a squire either. Do you want, forgive me for asking, and does anyone know what year it is? I
mean,
just assumed that.
how many years after the Dragonlance War is it?
And you don't have to give me a real year. You can just say
It
the year.
3 months after that. So we are at 352 AC after Cataclysm.
I'd tell you that.
Interesting. So it hasn't been that long.
It's only been about like 6 years since that event.
Interesting. It seems so much longer.
Like, did you go by a different name? I mean, I'm not of the remembering sort. But
Yes. Mountain Blossom, I think it was. Yes. Ebenezer Mountain Bloom. I now go by Ebenezer Moonshadow, but I was Ebenezer Mountain Bloom. There I was
Mountain Bloom.
Yes, I was a young squire, just started.
Yes, you were one of the first initiates, right? Okay.
Yes, and it was my very first. I had just joined, and we went to protect those along the Healing River. I hadn't been involved for long.
And you'd visually see that like Kit's kind of like uncomfortable about talking about that event, and he's just like, let's keep on better news, please.
Yes. That was a horrible time. Horrible. The violence was just awful. But this, and I hold up the skewer. This is amazing. I absolutely love it. Odie, Fran, Neeson, what do you think?
Oh, this is great. I'm used to eating these berries, but this is great.
Probably the best meal I've had in a year.
As I'm eating a terra ration, I unfortunately can't taste.
What?
Yeah, it's one of the side effects to a we'll call it a mystic situation that had happened in the past, right? Unfortunately, my palate is very dull. I could taste very salty things, but that's as far as it can go.
That is unfortunate.
Lorian looks at you with a tear in his eye. That is among the most sad things I've ever heard.
It happens to coal miners, so
Poor dwarves.
That is an obscure fact for you to know.
I was told by Sir Galibol.
Oddvar, did you say you've been living off of berries?
Yeah.
How do you live off nothing but berries?
Oh, they're special druid berries.
They're pretty good.
They're druid berries. Where did you get druid berries?
From a druid.
I could just, the druids taught me how to do it. You make them and you eat them, and they, they're not very filling, but you feel fine.
The
Regular
druids,
food's better.
The druids taught you how to make them.
Yeah.
That
Wait.
at least is a good survival trait.
I'm sorry, did you just say you're a druid? Fox looks over at you.
Yeah.
What
Throw a
grove
dirty look at
do you
Fox.
belong to?
Joey, I don't know their name exactly. You said they are in some weird forest in this area.
Well, then you don't belong to the grove if you're not. I mean, do you want to belong to that grove?
Well, I am.
What is the circle you intend on going?
I don't know. Not yet.
Then you don't.
My backstory is I traveled with a druid, and like they took me and like taught me stuff, and they took me there and taught me some things. So like I don't officially belong there, but like I know them. I've trained for 6 years on my 10 years of wandering. So yeah, so then I would say I don't really have a grove. I learned a lot of things from someone I traveled with for a long time. I know that they are from the grove to the south of here, but I don't really belong to any grove because I keep moving around.
So there's the grove. What area specifically?
Well, I asked you where the druids were in this world, and you said that there was like a grove near Palanthus. So like,
There's a handful of them. What type of territory do you want them to be from? Like, give me a roundabout.
just like a forested area. Just
Grove of Whispering Pines.
There you go.
Let me send you over that information.
So yeah, learn a lot of cool things from the druids. It's really fitting with my whole vibe. Plus, when I first met her, she turned into a bird, and I want to be able to do that. That looks really cool.
The fly, that would be fantastic.
See, that's what I'm saying.
You could get into all sorts of places as a bird.
You could see everything. Like, you could go up so high, and you could see the whole world. Like, it was all just one big map.
So, after cooking this up, Fran, you do have that giant boar. That, not giant boar, it's a normal sized boar. Compared to you, it's giant. You do have that boar that needs to be, it needs to be tended to today, or tonight, or tomorrow, or it's gonna start getting real bad.
I thought it was in the chest of colding.
There wasn't room for it, I don't think, because of
Oh.
the stakes.
Yep.
So can I take care of the boar after my watch?
During your watch, even.
Okay.
Or
I
even
didn't-
before, or you could even do it before, because we're kind of like wrapping down, setting up camp, making dinner, eating,
Yeah.
type
we're-
thing.
Role playing through the typical evening of what to expect for your characters, so that in the future we can go, all right, long rest, and I know what people are doing during the evening.
Okay, so after I'm done with Fury of the Snow practice, I'm gonna pack up my mannequin. I'll take my mannequin pieces apart and pack it up precisely in my bag, and then I'm gonna prepare the boar.
Do you have any salt?
Probably not. I didn't see any when I was looking at the thing.
Very uncommon thing. Though it is, seasoning for cooking.
Yeah, no, I don't have any.
Okay. So you would be able to carve up the boar into proper portions that you can store in the chest of colding. But without the chest, they're going to go bad. If you have salt, you're able to salt the meat appropriately, cure it. Like, you could turn it into jerky, like rations, all of that jazz. And as you're going through your typical process, Lorien looks over at you, Fran, and kind of like wanders away to where you are. I imagine you're not doing that right next to the campfire, right? Like, that's a lot of...
No, that'd be a bad idea.
Everything.
Well, plus the heat would make the meat go bad faster.
Oh. I didn't think about that, but yeah. Lorien will come over to you. Fran, I see you're not curing the meat. Why?
Well, to be honest, I never really thought to bring any salt with me or look for any. I'm on my way to the first, to my first stopping point, so I don't have anything to cure it with. But I figure we can just put it in the chest and then eat it soon. And I'll be mindful to find some salt in the future.
Well, if you're interested, I believe I have some in my supplies.
Okay.
Maybe we could come to a little deal?
Well, define the parameters of this deal, and I'll tell you if I will agree to it.
What would you say are the high-quality portions of a boar?
Probably the flank.
Then...
That's not it. Sorry.
It isn't? Whatever
don't
you
think
want to
it
say,
is.
I mean, you can lie to him.
No,
He doesn't know.
I'm gonna go with flank, but I really don't think that's it, but let's just go with flank.
Sure. The flank, the feet, the ears. Those are mine. And I will provide you with, say, 5 pounds of salt. Of course, you cure my portions as well with the salt, and then you have the salt for anything else we might find on our journey. Or you could buy it from me.
How much would you charge me for it?
Well, that would be typically about a gold for 5 pounds of salt.
I think I'd rather just buy it from you, to be honest. Because I don't want to deprive anybody of food when we can equally share it amongst ourselves.
That is perfectly fine as well. I just didn't want to, not a lot of people have money, so they've been haggling for goods lately.
And you're right, I don't have a whole lot, but I think in this instance, since I have the ability to do so, I think I'd rather just do that. But in the future, please keep me in mind if you want to make any deals. I hope this doesn't tarnish our ability to deal.
Oh, absolutely not. I'm a businessman through and through, so I understand. But I would say, I do like pig's feet and ears very, very much. And he will go over to his large stack of supplies, rummage around, and comes back over to you with a very large burlap sack, placing it down, 5 pounds of salt.
How about if you throw in 1 extra pound, you can have the ears and the feet?
Roll me persuasion.
Ooh, I don't have good persuasion.
Well, you rolled good.
Oh, good.
And we're still sharing equally?
Yes, correct.
Oh, absolutely. And he'll run back and he comes back over to you. I need the sack, and he takes the sack with him, fills up 1 more pound of salt, brings it back over to you. Who is not actively engaging in something right now? Advar?
Well, I was gonna say, since we're kind of winding down and I still have extra wild shapes, I was gonna use it to conjure a familiar, because I'm allowed to do that now.
Cool.
Because familiars have dark vision, so it'll help me, like, have watch, you know?
Perfect.
Because I can't fucking see in the dark.
So, instead of that, alright, you don't notice then. Fran, he gives you 6 pounds of salt. And to cure a boar, I don't know what the real number is. We're just gonna say 2 pounds of salt to do a whole
All right,
boar. I don't know. I'm sure somebody out there knows. I don't give, like, 2 pounds, you know?
Yeah, I mean, a whole boar probably takes a lot, but, like, this is D&D.
Yeah, it's D&D. Nothing makes sense, you know?
Can I ask the group how much they? Oh, sorry, I interrupted. Can I ask the? Is everybody still awake? Can I ask
at this point.
Mhm.
Yeah.
Can I ask the group how much they actually want cured versus how much they want to eat immediately tomorrow night? Like steaks like this, like what we had tonight, or should I just go ahead and cure it all? Or should I ask the group? Can I ask the group?
Ask the group.
Okay. Sorry, what were you gonna say?
I'm waiting for you to ask.
Okay. Hey y'all, I was just wondering, I was able to procure some salt to cure this boar, so would y'all like me to cure the entire boar, or would you like me to save some meat so we can dine like this tomorrow? Or should we save it all and cure it all for the future?
It would be nice to have a decent meal tomorrow and breakfast. Oh, I haven't woken up to breakfast in quite a while.
So maybe 3/4 cured and 1/4 saved? Because it's a bit. Is it a big boar?
Oh, it's a sizable boar. I mean, like, it's a wild boar, and those things are pretty big. You rolled.
Is that a reasonable?
You rolled in the 20s,
I think so.
right?
Huh?
You
Last
should roll a
week
nat
for-
20.
A nat 20? Okay. On a nat 20, when you were trying to find that boar, I'm gonna say this is maybe like 20 pounds shy of being a dire boar. Like, it's a big fucking boar.
Okay.
How
Oh, yeah.
how far are we from that cave that we're gonna go through?
Are you asking Fox?
Yeah.
We should be reaching the cave sometime tomorrow, possibly in the evening.
So I would recommend us keeping enough of it uncured to like cook tomorrow morning and maybe tomorrow night. But any more would be a waste because we'd be attracting enemies.
That's what I was thinking too.
I have a question. And this is Fox still. What chest are you guys talking about?
We have a chest in the cart that they had me bring.
Right, but why, like, storing
Oh.
meat in a chest?
Yeah, they've just been throwing meat in that chest back there.
He looks over at the ornate chest, looks at all of you.
It's just handy to be able to store it in one place.
I'm just like, oh.
You know, it's easier than just carrying it around loose.
He
Yes,
goes over towards it, and he's gonna start opening it and looking inside. Huh.
Was there something special about the chest?
Yes, there clearly is.
Oh, what is it?
Well, come here, kid. I'll show you.
Yeah.
Yeah. So stick your hand in there.
Put my hand in.
All right. Now you feel how your hand is colder than your arm is, right?
We're gonna go with yes.
You do feel this. Wait,
Yes.
what's your perception?
Negative.
Yes.
It
We're gonna
takes
go
a
with
minute, but
yes.
you start to feel it.
Okay. I feel it. I feel it. I think I feel it. I think it's one of them placebo effects, but I think I feel it.
No, we're nowhere near any water. But anyways. So, this chest is actually a fairly rare magical item. And it can store a lot more inside of it than it looks like it has. I mean,
Oh,
pull out one of the meats.
okay. I reach in, pull out meat.
Into effect. That's why he said.
Yeah. I mean, but it's like right there. So
Yeah.
yeah, I reach
You
in there
reach
and I
in
grab
and it looks like it's like small, but when you pull it out, it's like a large flank of a cow.
Oh, it's some sort of mysticism. What
Yeah.
in the devil's charcuterie board am I looking at? This is crazy.
Not
That
the
thing's
charcuterie
awesome.
board. Yeah. And it looks fairly filled right now as well. I wish... Are any of you magically inclined?
I've picked
Well,
up
yeah,
a
I'm a
few
druid.
things. Odar's a druid, so
Well, do you guys, do you know anything about the chest? Like, can you figure anything? I can't do that personally.
I think it's a chest that makes things cold. Magical equation solved.
is it
Yeah.
is it Arcana, Joey?
If you're actually looking at it, yes.
I want to use nature.
That actually is applicable in this instance. Neeson, it doesn't preserve it through any high-level magics. It seems like a relatively low-level magic that's persistent that helps keep it good. You're not sure how long it'll keep everything in there good for, but it will keep it good. Advar, because nature, it's lowering the temperature of all the meats inside of it enough so that it can be considered very well maintained. However, meats, even under frozen conditions, don't last forever. It usually extends the life without any need for curing or treatments or anything like that by about 3 weeks. And that's just the nature of it. It's cold. It lasts about 3 weeks longer because you leave it cold.
Yeah, it's finely crafted from exotic woods. There's no nails. It's very interesting, but it keeps everything extra cold for like 3 extra weeks.
Very insightful. Very
Interesting.
useful. Advar, I would like to talk with you in the future. Just man to man.
Yeah, all right.
And he'll pat you on the shoulder very reassuringly. I'm sorry I intervened on the conversation. I just didn't know we had something like that at our disposal.
I didn't either.
Yeah, we learn something new every day, kids.
Huh.
Somebody must
Good
have dropped it. We found it.
Just good luck that we happen to find that in the Duchess's tent. Just
Oh, that makes sense.
It
lucky happenstance.
Very lucky indeed.
Rich people.
Sure, she never would have been targeted for such an item.
So yes, go ahead, your debilitations.
The what now?
Debilitations. You're talking to one another and figuring things out.
Yeah. Oh, so yeah,
Okay.
sorry. So I would recommend us making enough for me to cook with for like tomorrow. But if I have to cook, I can't cook in the cave. And I don't know how long it's gonna be through the cave.
That's true.
Fox, how long will it take to get through the cave?
Anywhere between, depending on the paths we can take, 2 days to 5 days.
Okay. And I mean, if we can't cook, I got berries.
Yeah. I mean, I think the 2/3 is a good idea actually, because if it could last a while in that chest, there's a possibility we can sell fresh cut meat in the city, which would fetch a good price.
Well, I mean, if Palanthus is anything like the Daron, I'm sure that this kind of meat would bring a very hefty price tag.
Absolutely. So I guess the debate here for everyone is the taste of the meat worth more to you than the taste of the gold in the city?
Oh, I like the meat.
Yeah, I do too. Like, I threw all my gold at Lorian, so.
That is quite the dilemma.
I got my pocket, my sock gold, and that's it.
Sock gold.
Yes, I mean, the food tastes good, but I'm sure there's others starving too, and others that could use gold. But that's a decision for another time. I am getting tired. I'm going to go get ready for bed. Thank you all for a wonderful evening. And I'm going to go over to the cart.
Good night, Ebenezer.
Good night. And I'll go over to the cart, and I'll take my chest off I'll unchain it from the cart, and I go and put it inside my tent. And light the lamp and go inside my tent so you can see my shadow as I'm in there. And I'm just doing a little stitching for a while until it's time to turn off the lamp and go to sleep.
All right. So you were choosing to sleep in your tent, okay?
Yep. In my tent with the chest, and you probably hear me mumbling. It's I'm probably talking to myself or something, but you can hear me mumbling.
Alrighty then. So everybody, I think we are finally initiating your long rest. You have a small two-person tent, right, Ebenezer?
Yep.
Alright, so that's going to be that over there.
Wait, before we do this, what are the watch orders?
Oh, great question.
So I have Fran.
Lorian will be up with Fran.
Okay, let me open up the Lord doc so I can do this properly. Fran, Lorian. Because how many shifts do we need? Each
4.
person is 2.
Four.
4, okay. And then someone said they were going to do the second one.
Neeson said he was gonna relieve Fran.
Yeah.
I'll go after Neeson.
Alright.
Can I have an owl token for the familiar?
Yes.
I'm gonna.
Look at shapes.
Fucking druids, man. They need everything in the whole world.
Ebenezer, how do you want to be on a solo watch, or do you want to be with someone?
What did you? Sorry, did you mention my name?
Yes. Do you want to be on a solo watch, or do you want to be with someone?
I don't know. I went into my tent. Depends on if
I'm shaking the tent. Hey, your watch.
Yes.
Yes.
Now you want me? I was just.
Yeah.
And
Well,
I'll step out, and I've got my little sleeping hat on, and I'm in my sleeping
yes.
robe.
Do watches, right? Guard.
What? Oh, sorry.
Oh, yeah. I mean, I would guess I'd prefer to be with someone if I must.
Okay. So let's stick you. What about you, Fox? You want to be with Neeson, Odie? Who do you want to be? I'll be with Ebenezer at the end.
Sorry, I'm updating his token for him real quick.
Sorry.
Yeah, I was just updating with all of the features and stuff. Now drag the new one onto the map. You're asking Fox?
Yes.
Why doesn't Fox double up with Oddvar?
Oddvar?
Yeah, I think I'll be fine. The middle watch, never anything ever happens.
That'll
so.
give me an opportunity to learn more about your grove, Advar. That'd be nice.
Oh yeah.
Fox.
I don't want him on my watch.
I was gonna stick him on your watch originally.
I know, that's why I said something. I don't want him on my watch.
And then, actually, I think it works out because you'll be on by yourself. So if you want to do shady stuff, that works out.
Exactly.
As a player, congratulations, Kit. I often have characters that skip out a watch rotation, and you're the first one to pull me in.
Where you going?
Every other game has been so passive, going, "Oh, okay, I guess not."
Yeah.
And you're just like, "Hey, hey."
We don't have two elves to just rotate between this time, so.
The elfless party.
Yeah.
It's a beautiful thing.
I pull out I was like, oh yeah, if you miss your watch, I have this shirt, and it's a white shirt that says in red, "You died because I left and I killed you." And I said, just letting you know, if you ever leave, like, we have the shirt for you.
Well, okay then. So
Gallipo had some interesting.
can you post the watch order? I was trying to get his token
Yes.
and everything.
Can
set up,
you
thank
make another note I
Yes,
had out?
watch
Thank
order.
you. It helps me organize what I'm looking at.
All
So
players
what's
can
worse,
see.
druids or Kit and
No,
his need
no,
for posts?
That's not Kit, it's Donut.
Well,
Donut
that's
is
true.
worse than Druid. There you go. There's your
Just
stuff.
Okay.
just to pile it on, can you make the owl smaller? It's bigger than me, unless I can fly on it.
No.
And then I'm cool.
No, we are not setting that up. Update default token. There
You're
you
not
go.
setting that
That's
precedent.
a fucking owl.
Sweet.
It has 13.
That tent over there is mine, right, Joey?
This small one over here is yours.
Oh, there
Is
it is. Okay.
Two-person tents are usually only about like
Yep.
4 or 5 feet wide because in combat you have
Oh,
a
yeah.
5-foot square to maneuver.
I just
I
didn't
put-
see it. I think you put it under my character deck token. And I didn't see it.
Yeah.
Yeah, I put the highest passives on there. So. There you
Did
go.
we-
Alright.
Did we already do like changing of the guard stuff? Sorry, I was crunching numbers on this boar meat because I want to make sure that we conserve it as
Nope.
much as possible.
We're just all we've done is figured out what the watch order is gonna be.
Yeah.
Oh, okay.
And who's doing the watch with what.
So,
Okay.
Fran, you're doing first watch, and this is going to be moving forward as well until you guys declare you're doing something different. Fran, you're doing first watch with Lorien.
Okay.
And
Uh,
by himself. Then Advar and Fox.
Oh, I thought. Yeah. Oh, sorry.
And then Ebenezer and Kit. Yes?
I was just gonna say, when it comes time for me to wake up Neeson, I just go up to him and I like stare at him,
That's perfect.
and I finally, like, after just freaking mean mugging him for a while, I just poke him with a stick. I'm like, hey, it's your turn. And then I walk away. I just drop the stick and walk away.
Wait, before you go.
Well, wait, guys. We're
Oh,
time
okay.
jumping a little bit.
All right, let's
let's
go back.
Let's
That's fine.
actually do the watch happenings. You do have passives on watches, yes. However, unless you are doing another activity during your watch, you may also roll in active perception in the hopes to beat your passive. Fran, you're curing the meat, so you're kind of relying solely on your passive during the evening.
Yeah.
Lorien is writing notes about his next ditty that he's going to create, his next tale. Actually, he's not really a songwriter, he's a storyteller. So he is also going to rely on his passive. You can edit that because Lorien's passive is 18. Okay. Cool. And you can keep Advar and Fox's the same. Because the NPCs, you know. So during the night, Lorien seems to be playing around with his instruments and trying to write down the right songs as you're, you know, handling the boar and making sure all of that's going very well. And during all of that, he does... Fran, right? That's what you go by?
Yep, it sure is.
I'm sorry about... That's a horrifying image. I'm sorry about yesterday. See, I've been traveling for some time, and I've been ambushed by a lot of goblinoids. on the roads, in encampments, and things like that. Especially recently, with many of them no longer under the rule of any of the tyrannical chromatic dragons. So, sorry.
It's okay, no offense taken at all.
Glad. So, in my stories, do you like the names for everybody?
Yeah, I think you're very creative.
Thank you. I'm still kind of... Ebenezer doesn't really embody a surgeon, now that I know that he's a pacifist. Have you ever met one of those?
I can honestly say I have not.
I don't understand how somebody lives like that in this world. I might have to find a different name for him somewhere. Perhaps.
I'm honestly, I wish that I had a creative mind like yours, but I just don't. I kind of take life every day just as it is. I just wish I could help you.
Oh, see, I find it's very good for... It's good for the soul of civilization to have something more than the day-to-day. Something to look forward to, something to remember, stories to tell, and things to share. It's just as the meat of that boar is food for the stomachs, I view what I do as food for the soul.
You know what? Ain't that the truth? Because I gotta tell you, that man Kit reminds me of a man from my village who would dress up in his grandma's nightgown and walk up to the goose saying, "Would you like some tea and cakes?" Come to think of it, I don't think he ever had tea or cakes in his life. I don't even know where he learned that from. Got some great stories about him.
These two are perfectly congruent things to talk about, yes. Tea and cakes in Grandma's dress. There's a song in that. Just there. But the rest of your watch goes by like this. Who wants the responsibility? Who wants to roll the d4?
I think.
I'll do it.
No, it should be Fran. It's Fran's.
Yeah, it's Fran's
It's
watch,
Fran's
I think.
watch.
All right, Fran, roll a d4.
Oh, I thought you were rolling to see which
Oh, we
watch
rolled to see
is
which watch it
affected.
shows. Oh, okay.
Yeah,
Maybe I
yeah,
misunderstood what it was.
Oh.
Then Odvar can if he volunteered first.
All right, Eldvar, you volunteered first. Go ahead. Oh no, we lost someone.
No, I hit the back button
God
on
damn.
my mouse. So no. But yes, I'm back.
Welcome back. Guess who's back? Oh, I have to stop singing. I got demonetized. Apparently, my singing is that good.
That sucks. So oh, dang it, that was Monkey. I got
a 4.
So fourth watch, you say?
Perfect.
All right, Fran. You hover over top of Neeson. How many minutes of staring is it?
Oh, probably a good 7 or 8.
Neeson completely none the wiser. Until you feel poking in your side and you look over and there's a goblin. How close to his face are you?
Oh, I am inches.
Neeson, you have to give me a charisma save. Okay, you don't scream and wake up the whole camp.
Why are you this close to me?
I'm a goblin and we do not have a sense of personal boundaries.
I thought that was Kender's, but maybe
I just wanted to be
goblins
able to
too.
whisper. Oh, sorry.
Oh, go ahead.
I just wanted to be able to whisper to you without waking up the whole camp.
I guess that makes sense. Before you go to bed, here, I found this when I was going through some stuff in the Duchess's tent, and I will hand you a bowstring. This bowstring is made out of unicorn hair. It will make your bow far more effective than it currently is. It doesn't break. It doesn't get ruined in the rain. So I think you should string up your bow with it.
Fran holds out her hand and takes the bowstring and, like, kind of stares and just very straight-faced says, "I thank you for this very kind gesture," and turns around like military style and just walks away really fast.
So, keep in mind, everywhere Fran goes, she has that giant egg. So, were you holding it with you as you're leaning towards him, or did you leave it by the entrance of the tent, go back over, pick it up, and then leave it?
I always have it kind of like almost in a fanny pack in front of me, so it's just and I walk with kind of a waddle. I'm bow-legged, so.
Baby Bjorn for an egg.
Boarded her chest.
And I have lifts in my shoes, so I'm a little taller.
Okay. So yeah, the entire time the giant egg as you walk out with.
That's the strangest goblin I've ever heard of.
I have a very strong back.
I just mumble that to myself.
So, you go out, and you said there's 2 things you want to do on your watch.
So that was one of them.
Okay.
Was to give, and I'll add that to your character sheet in a minute,
Yeah.
Fran. It's a +1 bow, I'm assuming is what it does.
Yeah,
It'll
it makes whatever bow you string it into a +1 instead.
Right.
I wasn't
Fran's
sure
got
what type of bow you're going to be using, so I figured I'd give you the string.
Yeah, I think Fran's got a long bow, so that's why I gave her the bow, the string too, because I'm under the same boot you are. All right, so before I do my other thing, I just want to make sure, since these are all new rules, inspiration and the way that we get inspiration at the beginning of the day or the beginning of the session, and that humans get it at the end of a long rest, and then I get it for doing the written recap, and then the way inspiration now works as a re-roll instead of advantage. How is all of that going to work with? Are some of yours still advantage only and some are re-roll only?
The only ones that I'm going to allow you guys to keep that come from me are the ones that come from viewer donations, and the ones that I give you for, like, a horrible pun or something like that. We're no longer going to be doing the you get a free inspiration, because that is far more powerful, and now you guys have a lot of ways that you can get them.
Yeah, and they all, I think even in the rules, they all disappear. I mean, not yours, but like the ones that I give out after a short or long rest are disappear at the end of a long rest. I think the humans disappear it. Or you can give it to someone, I think, but I'm trying to find it.
So
now.
yeah, no more free inspiration just for sitting at the table. You still get yours for being the recap guy.
Okay.
But yeah.
And then humans, which I think there's multiple of us, get one back at the end of a long rest, but you can't gain a second one from that way. So if I burn mine now, I will get one back at the end of the long rest.
Yeah.
Okay. And we're doing them as re-rolls, not advantage.
Correct. That's the new system.
Okay. All right. I just wanted to make sure I was clear before I started rolling things.
Absolutely. Thank you.
All right. So what I want to do in the middle of the night while everyone else is sleeping is I want to modify Fox's lantern. So I want to keep it on the attack pattern, which is what his plan is.
The flicker.
But I want to make a slight modification of it that I'm hoping maybe I know because the thieves can't. That lets the flicker know, and I'm hoping to hide it so it's not obvious necessarily to him, that the main target is the person holding the lantern.
Okay. Firstly, I'm going to need you to roll me a stealth check to get over to Fox's tent. Now I have to get the foxhole out. He'll be slumbering over here. So stealth check. Perception check. $20. As you're about to open the flap of the tent, you see from the flickering of the light behind you of the campfire, there's this faint looking object that's in front of you. He set up an alarm in case somebody enters in here. So now we're on thieves' tools to disarm it.
Right. All right. So we're all clear because I know this rule changed too. When you're using a toolkit, so what's the skill that's so the now way with tools use the proficiency of the tool, but if you have the skill that goes along with whatever the check is, you get advantage. So I'm assuming
the skill
this is
would
probably
be
sleight of hand.
Yes.
Yeah. Okay.
And you
So-
have thieves' tools, so advantage.
Yes. Because they definitely changed the way kits work.
Okay. You kind of start maneuvering,
I
rolling
work fine.
the flap, and you look in. There's a little hook at the top that he has integrated into his tent, and you kind of just you take out one of your tools to reach up there and unhook and slowly lower it back down so that all of the bottles he has just lays on the ground. Now you can get in there.
And then I want to try and modify his lantern.
Okay. Modifying the lantern, I would say, will require you to have tinkerers.
Which I don't have. I have thieves and forgery.
Yes. So instead of you being able to modify it from actual knowledge of the mechanics of it, you would have to come up with a different way. Let's go with survival. Let's see what you know about lanterns and how they work.
Okay. Ha!
Holy
Nat 20.
shit!
I am determined to pull this off.
So,
Fuck this guy.
this is going to be your whole watch, by the way.
Oh, that's fine. I didn't expect to make an active watch check.
You're going to have to go in and start snipping some of the portions of the wick so that the flickering happens more sporadic. Now, if he's holding it at his side, he's very unlikely to notice. If he's holding it out in front of him, if he has any ability to notice things, he is likely to notice.
Okay.
But that's also
Okay.
just something that happened. You set it all back up, you exit out, put his trap back up, close the flaps, and yeah, that was about 2 hours, so time to wake up the next shift.
Which I believe is him and so him and Odvar.
Yep.
So I'll wake up Odvar.
Hey,
Hey, it's time for you and Fox's watch.
all right.
Where'd the owl come from?
That's my friend Simon. I can summon him. It's a druid thing. He sees in the dark a lot better than I do.
You are a kender of many talents, Odvar.
Hey man, you gotta come prepared if you want to go on an adventure.
Is so true.
And Advar is gonna just start climbing this rock, and he's gonna go perch up on the rocks,
Alright.
kind of like up here. Yeah, there we
Right up
go.
there, Yep. From the heightened standpoint, you can see down no problem.
Hell yeah.
Alrighty. Actually, I need to change a setting on the page, not the restrict movement. You're not supposed to have restricted movement. Dynamic lighting, barrier, restrict movement. Nope. There's still dynamic lighting, right?
Yeah.
Everyone? Okay, good. Roll
Oh yeah,
first.
Simon and I are gonna perch up on this ledge. He's like kicking his feet, smoking his pipe.
Alrighty. And then, are you waking up Fox?
Oh, was that my job?
I mean, either one of you.
I told you. I said it was up. I said you.
I
would
didn't.
go
I
wake
wasn't
up
paying
Fox.
attention. So he
Obviously.
just started climbing up.
Like a good kender, you were in your own world. I don't care whether you wake up Fox or not. So I just didn't want him on my watch.
That's fine. No, if you don't wait, I guess I assumed you woke him up too. So I just climbed up here.
So Fox is going
Do I notice that he's still asleep?
Oh, absolutely. Fox hasn't left his tent.
I'm gonna start throwing rocks at his tent.
All right. You throw a rock over at the tent. It hits it, and you hear bottles, dung, 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 and you see the flap swings open, and Fox is standing there wearing his nighttime overalls and holding out a short sword.
I'll wave to him and say, like, it's our watch.
1 minute. He goes back in and puts on a real outfit. Couldn't make him wear the shirt. He's not wearing the shirt. He's watching. And he goes and begins watching from over here. He climbs up the opposite rock of you, staying vigilant, keeping a watch. Are you doing anything other than actively watching? Like anything that would be distracting? Smoking a pipe is not distracting.
No, I'll just kind of be watching, because I understand that we're in dangerous areas, you know. The adventure is here. I have to be ready for it. I'm trying really hard to pay attention.
Okay, so you may actively roll a perception check then. Fuck. God damn, Tim. Stop paying these fucking devs. Pay me!
I need to help out my fellow developers. I already pay you 3 times a week.
Yeah, that's fair enough. 3.5, but... Anyways.
Oh, yes. Nat 20 for 26.
Pretty good. You're being very careful in keeping watch. During the evening, you do come across a little bit of disturbances. Not really local to you, but you definitely notice further away during the night there is what appears to be a campfire, maybe a good mile away from you, and the fire seems to or the smoke seems to bellow much more aggressively in the middle of the night, which is never a good sign. That usually means something happened to the fire. But that's closer towards the mountain.
Is that in the direction that we're planning on traveling?
Correct.
So I see a large fire in the distance in the direction we're traveling. It's about a half mile away.
Half mile to a mile, yeah.
Yeah.
Well, it's not a large fire, it's the smoke more than anything else.
Okay.
So.
Since there's not too much going on around me, I'll send Simon off to investigate. Are these the bugbears that I heard of?
Now, did they change the spell at all?
Yeah, they...
Find familiar? Okay.
Where is it? Now it's like this crazy stat block.
Go ahead and roll it.
I've got it here. I can drop it. Both of you in there.
Yeah, there we
There's
go.
one part. And then the other part.
Well, I was looking to see, but it...
And then here's the stat blocks.
Oh, fuck. Okay, so, you did
I
have
guess-
10 GP worth of charcoal, incense, and herbs, right?
I use Wild Shape to cast
Negate
it
that.
for no cost. Oh, where'd it go?
Yeah. So in this case, it would be air, because you choose the type, so the air. You
Yeah.
can choose Celestial, Fey, or Fiend.
Yeah, which is it? Celestial, Fey, or Fiend?
It's a Fey.
Oh,
You know.
The familiar resembles a tiny animal of your choice in Alchemy. Okay. Creature type in the environment, determining the trace of stat block. Combat. An ally, no action required to you, but the familiar can't attack unless you use your reaction on its turn to command it to do so. Okay, so now it can attack passively. That's good. Commands these. It takes the dodge action, uses this move to avoid danger. disappearance of the familiar. The familiar disappears or drops to 0 hit points. Bonus when remote viewing as a magical action you receive through the end of your next turn. At high levels, when you cast the spell using second level higher. Oh, nice. So you can give it more hit points. That's good.
Yeah, I mean, it seems nice that you can kind of bolster your familiar once you get higher spell levels, but it's not really gonna come into play for me because I just get to cast it using a wild shape.
Okay.
It still has
So
dark
it's
vision,
more
but
or
I guess it
less
doesn't
the
have
same.
the. Yeah, except like the owls had like advantage on perception rolls, but I can perceive through its eyes, so I could just roll my perception through its eyes.
Perfect then. Alrighty. So you send your owl out there. Have it roll a. Well, this is the owl looking for people, which is always going to be perception now, no longer investigating. So go right ahead.
I don't see shit.
No, he doesn't. So, after that, the owl kind of gets lost trying to find the smoke before it settles, and it is nighttime, so, you know, smoke kind of blends in unless you're looking up at the stars specifically. And owls don't really look up while they're flying, they're used to looking down. So, it's difficult for them. But yeah, the owl comes back. Who?
There's so much sass in that owl.
So yeah, Oddvar. At least your camp was safe for the evening. And time to wake up Fourth Watch. Fox
So
will, if you... I'll go wake them up.
All right, that sounds fine.
You have a good night, Oddvar. I'll see you tomorrow.
Oh yeah.
And what were you saying, Kit, as Fox is opening up your tent?
If he,
What,
my
do you
10
have
is
a
literally two.
Oh, yeah,
Yes,
you do, yeah.
my 10 is literally 2 javelins stuck in the rocks on both sides, right? Since I'm in that in between, and a sheet hung over.
Nice. So he opens it up, and, Kit. It's your turn.
Yes. Oh yeah.
You don't want to wear the shirt, do you?
No, I don't want to wear the shirt. I get up.
Oh, by the way, I made a little bit of grits for you if you want. Here you are.
What, grits?
Yeah, grits for breakfast.
Oh.
Put a pinch of
Nice.
salt in it that I found.
Oh, this is good. I can't taste it. It needs more salt.
Yeah, that's why he gave you. Well, he used a pinch. That's all he could steal
put
from
the salt in
Fran
my
without
mouth.
Fran realizing.
I put the salt just in my mouth. Okay.
Or maybe he stole from Lorien. Who knows?
Yeah.
But yeah.
Yeah. To reiterate, it's saltiness, lemony stuff, and spicy stuff that I'm able to taste.
Oh, so you're full coal miner, like.
Yeah.
Okay. Then over towards Ebenezer. He opens up your tent flap. Ebenezer. Ebenezer.
Yes, and as he opens it, a little bell that I keep on my chest. Ding, 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 ding. Yes. Time for watch already.
Yes, it is.
Right then. Give me 5 minutes to get dressed, and I'll be right out.
All right,
And I will.
Also,
roll me an insight check, Ebenezer.
I will use. Yeah, because we haven't. Oh, this is the finish of my long rest, though.
Yup. Your watch is actually the end of your long rest.
Yep. So I'm just gonna do regular. You said insight.
Yep.
Nope.
Well, remember, anyways, Ebenezer, it's not advantage; it's a re-roll if you choose.
After, if I choose after. Yep.
So 3. Sticking with it?
This is Fox that came in.
Yeah. Nice, friendly fox, helping you guys get along, get to where you're going. Really nice to Kit.
Yeah, I'm gonna go ahead. I'll use my. I'll re-roll that. I don't like threes.
The trust issues, I love it.
15.
Okay. For the briefest of moments, you do see that his eyes kind of trace bell, string, chest. Just kind of like analyzing all of it at once. Just the briefest. It was based off of
He's
your
just looking
15.
around.
Yeah, like curiosity.
Yeah, like my mom when I was a teenager, and she'd come into my room and just kind of look around and pick up little pieces of paper and kind of look at it and set it back down.
Is that a bong? No, Mom, it's a lamp. But anyways, the two of you go out, begin your watches. Are you doing anything other than watching?
As Fox passes me, I ask, was there anything of note in your guys' watch?
Not that I noticed, no.
Okay.
Well, I saw.
Oh shit!
I'm still just sitting up there. I saw a campfire like half mile to a mile over that way, but everything around here was fine.
Okay. Keep an eye over there then.
Good eyes.
Yes.
I gotta put like a bell on you. I'm sorry.
I'll come out of the tent, and now I'm back in my padded cloth, my puffy cloth robe clothing. All right.
Wearing a random Lennon shirt.
Oh, Lennon?
Yeah.
Like John Lennon or linen?
No, like linen. Sorry.
Okay. John Lennon shirt.
It's made of him. Yes.
What do you mean, John
no.
Lennon? It's just
Lennon.
his bloodstains. Oh.
Lennon, Mal.
Yeah, it's like the armor, the cloth you put under the armor. I'm not even putting the armor on right now.
Like the padded. Okay, gotcha.
Yeah.
Nice.
Yeah.
So,
Well,
go ahead.
well, Kit, it's good. I think we did a couple watches before, recently, way back, whenever it was. Not that I want to get into it now, but maybe when we get to Palanthus, we have a drink and discuss.
Yeah, it's just again, there's a lot of holes in my story, like in my memories. It's complicated.
And for me, it seems so long ago. So long ago.
How'd you escape, if you don't mind me asking?
Yes, well, I was wounded grievously, and I was laying there, and a sprite appeared. Gave me a little sip of something to drink, and I was a little bit better, and they helped me go through a portal. As you remember, we were defending that sprite tribe, village, whatever it was. One of them was able to save me, and they guided me to a portal, and I was only about 10% of them survived. But anyway, we can talk about that in the future. It's a little creepy out here in the dark.
Yeah, I grab my side.
Oh no! What do you grab?
In like a weird remembrance, and I go, oof. Oh, sorry. I grab my side in a weird remembrance, like just. Oof. Sorry, again, internet's been kind of wonky this last couple days.
Yeah.
It was just the perfect pause. I grabbed mine.
Yeah.
Oh dear me! I need my. I almost forgot my lamp, and I'm gonna go retrieve my lamp from the tent, and I'll pull it out and I'll light it. Should we sit close together, or should we sit on either side of the camp?
It doesn't matter. I like to stay in the middle. I mean, unfortunately, I can't see.
Yeah,
in the dark.
Can't really either. You know what I will do is I will go set my lamp up here somewhere. So we're gonna be over here. We're watching. Oops! I didn't mean to move the cart. I was trying to ping. So we're just gonna be around the campfire, right? But I'll put my lamp, I don't know, somewhere. I'll come over by you. But I'll put my lamp up a little bit so that we can kind of see. Actually, I'm gonna put it over by my tent, but up on the rock so that it shines down on the tent, and then
So right
10 feet. Yep, about there.
Okay.
Yeah, my concern is that fireplace. that Odie saw. Because if we could see their fireplace smoke, they can see ours.
True, but maybe they're friendly. We don't know. And if I put my lamp over there, then we can kind of see a little bit past.
Oh yes.
So
How did you learn to cook? I don't remember tasting. Well, of course we had company chefs back then.
It's weird, right? Because a lot of things I do now, it's like remembering, but I don't remember having those abilities prior. I think might have been like a problem with the resurrection. I don't know, just
memory is
yeah.
It can be a funny thing, that's for sure. What's your favorite dish? What dish do you miss the most from before?
What I was able to taste. Oh, there was a spicy peppered stew that we used to have back when my prior life, before I was a squire, right? I used to work as a servant in the Madeline's house.
Oh,
And
really?
yeah. And my family, we were all servants. We literally, our family is raised to help out this other family. Right, good affiliations, great people, but they had this peppered stew that my aunt used to make for the Madeleines, and we used to love it every time they would have it. Was there a lag?
Yeah, there was, and every time I go to try to take a little screenshot,
Okay.
By the time I get my finger to it, your lag is gone. So
Damn. Yeah.
my look of frustration.
Yeah. So we used to serve the Madeleines. Well, we still do, and my aunt used to make this stew, this hot peppered stew, and it was so good.
That sounds marvelous. And then
Yes.
I'm assuming we just continue to talk.
okay, so we're using
Friendly.
your passives then.
Yeah.
Yep.
9.
Hey, the difference between my passive and me rolling it, come on, like
Possibility is the difference.
that is true. That is true.
But it's okay. Role playing is something that people should be doing.
Yeah,
It's
I would
great.
also ask his favorite food too.
Ah, yes. When I was with the back when I was with the sprites, they made this wonderful little dumpling. Of course, they were small, but the flavor was just amazing. I don't recall what was in it. I'll have to try to remember. This was, we're talking 20, 30 years ago now, but it was really, really good.
Was it a meat?
It was like it might have been a meat, but it was like ground or pureed or something with some spices and with some. It was just. It was like a ground type meat paste type thing, and had a little bit of onion in there and some other things. It was. I'll have to find the recipe because I would love to have that again.
Make a note.
And my passive is 11. So.
Yeah. All right, guys. So,
And we're going
Well-
into combat anyway, so this makes it perfect.
while you guys are having your discussion, the very last moment of you guys just chit-chatting along halfway through your watch, nearing to when the sun is about to start coming out above your head. That is when you hear a branch snap, followed by gnarling sounds from up ahead. And we're going to go on break, and when we come back, everybody, we'll be rolling some initiative. We'll be right back. everybody. And you know what time it is, y'all. It's initiative time! Yay!
All right. We don't have to click anymore on that. And here we go. I should probably go last. Oh, I am on watch. I guess that makes sense.
Only a little bit. Only a little bit.
Alrighty. So, the only people not completely surprised by this ambush are the ones who were keeping watch. Everybody else, this is the surprise round against you. So, Neeson, unfortunately, you are surprised. Knoll Hunter's turn. This one over here is going to spring up after hiding very close to the ground, blending in with its furs, and is going to storm over towards the tent directly in front of it, and is going to try to stab at whatever's on the inside with a spear. Oh, I'm changing that shit now. That's going to aggravate the fuck out of me. 1 second. Alrighty, and stabbing into the tent with nothing in it, they're going to let out a roar of frustration, and then continue. 10. Over to Carrot for their second attack. 8 to hit Carrot.
Yeah, I believe so.
Alright.
Let me just double check.
I was like, I think, is it a meal?
Yeah, it's a mule donkey.
It has 10 AC.
Oh, is it 10 AC? Okay. I
Yeah.
thought it was 8. Woo! Thank God.
Okay. Now this Knoll is going to jump over to where you are, Fran, and it has advantage on its attacks because you are prone. Spear. Spear again. 20 hits, Fran. That'll be 6 piercing damage. And then bite. Does a 15 hit, Fran?
I'm trying to figure that out.
Looking down at the bottom, your AC is 16, so no.
Yeah.
All right, the 2 hunters are done. Ebenezer, what's your dexterity, Ebenezer?
It's low. It's
I'll
whatever.
Just set it to 10. Advar,
Okay.
what's yours?
18.
So Advar, you're first. Wait, you're sleeping, aren't you?
I'm surprised, yeah.
Ebenezer, your turn.
Wake up! We're under attack! I will yell out, and so I saw that one, I saw this one. Do I see this one?
If you can see it, you see it.
I will reach down to and prick myself with my sewing needle. Not this time. And I cast Bane on the 3 gnolls.
Okay, so the 2 hunters and the Knoll.
Yep, and the gnoll. The
All
2
right.
hunters and the gnoll, and it's a charisma saving throw, DC 15.
This is going to be Hunter on the left. Hunter on the right. Fail, fail. And then the Knoll. I'll set up its sheet now, too. All 3 are now Bane. They subtract a d4 from all of their attack rolls and saving throws.
And I'm gonna run over towards. I can't run on the rocks, right?
You can. Run. It's difficult terrain.
Okay. And that's
Unless
fine.
you have
That
a
gets
climb
me there.
speed.
Yeah. Now that gets me there. 10, 15. I'm gonna move to here. I'll move to there, and I'm done. So I've yelled out to everyone, casted Bane. I moved a little bit, and I'm done.
All right, Ebenezer is blue. 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 Alrighty, now it is the normal Knoll's turn. This one up here is going to jump off the rock right over here, next to you, Kit. This one is going to jump off from the top of the rock right onto you, Neeson. And this one is going to jump off the rock right onto you, Advar. And this one is going to jump down onto Fox. So, let's start with the Knoll that is currently baned. Roll your d4. Alright, this is going at you, Advar, who's prone, so it does have... I just set it to never query advantage.
What? Oh.
You're sleeping, so you're prone.
Well, I had my turn, so I'm not sleeping.
Yeah, you're still...
No, I am prone.
Yeah.
But I am awake. Do I have reactions?
Yes, because you had a turn.
Right. Yeah, that's what I wanted to clarify. All right. I assume... I mean, I have a shield, but I'm not using my shield. Or did I have time to grab my shield?
On your turn, you can interact with objects and things like that.
All right, so I'm just waking up. All right.
Yep. 16 to hit without a shield.
Yeah, without a shield, that'll hit, so I will use my reaction to cast shield.
Nice.
So my AC is, 20.
20. Very good. All right, that's his one and only attack. Neeson. Yeah. 20 to hit.
Yep.
That's 6 piercing damage. And then Kit. No advantage against you. 12.
That misses.
Alrighty then. That is all 3 of the Knolls. Right? 1, 2, 3, 4. Oh, 1, 2, 3. Yeah. 4. There's another one attacking Ash. Do, 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 do. Alrighty. Kit, now it's your turn.
Okay, knowing that they got to jump on us, and it was on our shift, it's gonna make me very angry and rage as those black veins come back. And then I'm utilizing my great axe, so I will swing away at this guy in front of me.
Swing, swing, swing.
Let's do a reckless attack.
Let's go.
24.
Yeah.
7.
Ooh, good little chunk on him.
That's it.
All right. Now, the Knoll leader. You see from further away a Knoll clad in very unique-looking leathery armors begins
He's got a chest.
skulking from the... You'll loot him when you loot him. Shoot. Skulking in from the side. And the closest person to him, unfortunately, is Advar.
Yeah. I am the biggest threat.
Druids always are.
Tender, prone on the ground.
No, you're just the quickest snack. It is going to swing its battle axe down at you on the ground. Why is it... I need to change the global settings of these sheets and then delete the sheets and then re-add the sheets.
I don't know if you wanted us to be able to see the exact hit point totals of the enemies.
That's fine. Just don't metagame with it, you know?
Mm-hmm.
Get off my screen. Okay, cool. Battle Axe.
Less than 20?
22.
Damn it!
That is 8
That'll
slashing
get me.
damage. Battle Axe number 2.
Oh!
That is 11 slashing damage
I'm down.
as he lifts you into the air like a trophy, howling wildly. You all look over at Oddvar, who's now unconscious. And then he leaps over to here, using his bonus action to dash. And he's going to take a bite out of you, Kit, with advantage, because you reckless.
Yes, I did.
24.
24 does hit.
For 6 piercing damage. And he's still carrying Oddvar as a trophy, by the way. So, Oddvar, make sure you just stay right next to him. Just... All right. Fran, this is the surprise round. You were surprised. Now... So, when you are surprised, you can't do anything on your turn, and you don't have reactions until the end of that turn.
Okay.
They ambushed you without you knowing anything.
Okay.
Neeson, you are now fully aware.
Alright, I will stand up for half movement. And the rock you said is difficult terrain?
Correct.
Okay. So...
Unless you have a climb speed, in which case, it's not.
Which I don't. So I can only really move 10 feet. Alright, I'm going to bonus action disengage and move here.
Aha.
Draw daggers and stab that gnome in the back.
The gnome?
I'm sorry, the knoll. Sorry, the gnome.
I mean, I'll allow you
Same
to stab
difference.
a gnome. There's just not a gnome here yet. Just...
Yeah. You'll always allow you to stab a gnome.
I'll allow it. All right, that hits. For 14 damage. Very good, Chunk. That knoll is on its last leg.
And then the extra attack for Vex. Or not Vex, Nick.
Yep.
Is the dagger ability.
22 hits.
Great.
Oh, yeah, that kills the knoll.
Ooh, I need to look that up. I think I may be doing that wrong. That should only be 4. Because don't you not get your proficiency bonus for the offhand damage?
Oh, I thought
Oh,
that
you're-
was included in the new edition.
If you have to have the. I think you have to have the feat for the damage.
The dual wielder feat or whatever.
Yeah, I'll look it up real quick.
No, it used to be 2-weapon fighting that did it.
Well, while you're looking that up, that's fine. It had 1 hit point.
Yeah, I know. It doesn't make a difference, but...
You hit it, it did.
And that is my turn.
Perfect. Next up, the Knoll Hunters.
You're right. With 2-weapon, if you have 2-weapon fighting, that's when you add your
Right.
ability modifier.
I don't get it, so that's fine.
Yeah.
All right.
It's mostly there to make sure I land my sneak attack.
They're here to hunt gnolls, right? They're
This-
gnoll hunters.
This one's gonna run over here. And ignoring Carrot now because, well, Kit is fighting back. It's gonna stab you with a spear, Kit. 13 to hit.
No,
Is going to bite you. 20 to hit.
that does hit.
All right, that'll be 4 piercing.
What's with these things biting me? So 2.
It's because you're
They're
tasty.
gnolls. They're hungry.
You're super salty. It's the only thing
This
you
one,
eat.
this one slapped me for a minute and tried to bite me and it hit. This one over here tried to slap me, bit me.
This one here, now realizing Fran is a goblin, is going to jump over to here to attack Ebenezer. 16 to hit. Ebenezer?
Yeah, it hits.
All right.
That one's Bane, isn't it?
Oh, roll that d4.
I don't think it matters. It's 16.
I don't know what his armor class is.
11.
So, then no, it doesn't.
15. Okay. So that is going to be 6 points of piercing damage. And then a bite. Roll that d4. Now it matters. $11 Exaxes. That'll be 4 points of
Ow.
piercing damage. Oddvar. Death save. for now on, whisper roll it, but yeah. Actually, no, he's parading you around. People see how bad off you are. All right, mark that down. That's your turn. Ebenezer.
All right, I need to check something real quick.
Is it the healings?
No, it's I need to get to Oddvar and I can't. That's the issue. So that's 5.
Mm-hmm.
That's a body. You can step over it, right?
Yeah, but he's over here.
I,
I can't get to him.
Well, I think technically I'm in the Knoll leader's space.
Yeah,
If I can move to here, correct?
you'll provoke an attack of opportunity, but yes.
Yeah. Okay, so what I'm gonna do.
Put you right there, Oddvar.
Yeah, I'm gonna. Let's see if I go down. I'll move to there.
The Knoll Hunter will take an attack of opportunity to bite you. 17.
Hits.
16 is going to hit you regardless. All right,
Yep.
4 piercing.
And for my action, I'm going to attempt to reach out to Odie. It's not your time. And I touch and lay on hands for 1 point of healing.
All right.
All you need is 1 to bring you back up.
That's all you ever need.
If I give him 5 or 1, it's the same difference.
Practically.
So, lay on
yeah.
hands. Yeah. Okay, so that is my. Oh, I forgot to turn that. Take that off. That's my. I'm done.
Alrighty. The Knolls were go. This one here. Well, Nizin, you didn't attack it, did you? No, so it's going to attack Ebenezer, who's right next to it. This one here is going to jump over, go after Kit.
ah!
That's all 3
I
of them.
I will eat your families.
Alrighty, so we'll start with you, Ebenezer. Stab. Roll that
That
d4.
hits. Oh yeah, D4.
Oh no, this one's not baned. Never mind.
Okay, I
That'll
wasn't
be
sure which one
6
you were.
piercing.
Okay.
Yeah,
Okay.
this one's attacking you. 6 piercing. This one over here, who is baned, is going to attack you, Kit, with advantage. 9.
No.
Alrighty then. And then this one over here is going to keep attacking Fox. Which misses. Kit, your turn.
Recklessing attacking probably not gonna be the best idea here. So, actually, fuck it. Full send. I'm gonna swing.
Fuck it, we send. Alright.
Yeah, full send. Reckless attack.
Who are you
18.
attacking?
Sorry, I apologize. This was on the leader.
The leader. Yeah, that hits.
Yeah. Alright. He'll take a lot.
Ooh,
18.
that is a good chunk on him.
And then because I swung on someone, I could swing on someone who within 5 feet. So I'm gonna swing on this null too.
Hell yeah.
Since the weapon mastery. Where's my offhand? There it is, cleave. It's still reckless. So 12?
12 against a Knoll. Let me just double check. Unfortunately, that just barely misses.
Okay. Yeah, that'll be my. As a bonus action, I go, cover at me! And that's it.
Alrighty. The Knoll leader. Okay.
Oh shit, it talks.
very broken. But it is going to now one-hand the battle axe at you, because it can't two-hand while holding something in its other hand. 21?
Yeah, that hits.
Okay. Or no longer advantage, right? No, you said send.
Yeah.
All right,
full
7
send.
slashing.
Okay.
Next one. 23 hits.
Yes.
7 slashing. 13.
Misses.
Or, sorry, 16. Fuck, I keep...
16 hits, yes.
That's 6 piercing. And you are having all of this, right?
Yes, I am.
Okay, good.
I don't know why it's not updating on my health thing, but it's 15 now.
All right. Fran, as this gnoll attacked and ambushed you while you were on the ground, after realizing that you were a goblin, it spoke in the most broken of goblin you can imagine. Ally. And then went to go stab Neeson instead. But now it's your turn.
There it goes.
Well, Fran's gonna think the hell you are, and Fran's gonna move down and attack. I'm gonna fly. I'm gonna move down and attack, and I'm gonna do the hunter's mark,
Hell yeah.
and I'm also gonna do Fury of the Small, and I'm gonna stab him in the dick
Go for it.
because I've been practicing that on my mannequin every night.
Go ahead, give us that attack.
Where is it?
So click on your click on your short sword, which is at the top.
Okay.
And then what's the damage on Fury the Small? I forgot to put that on
It's your level.
the character sheet. Oh, is
Either
that
your
what it is?
level or your proficiency, depending on which goblin she went with.
Whatever the normal goblin is. I didn't do anything special with it. Let me look it up. Small. Oh, it's your proficiency bonus. So
+2.
+2, and then so click on that little check mark next to Hunter's mark. If you see it.
The check mark?
Yeah, or the little white box.
That?
That works too. That shows the damage.
Okay.
And then click on your purple short sword in the chat to roll its damage.
Purple short sword that chat.
In the chat where it says short sword, where you rolled your attack at.
Oh god, I'm so sorry.
It's been a while since we've done it. There you go.
All right, so that is 9 +2 from Fury of the Small. So 11. The gnoll howls out in immense pain.
I feel like there was something else I was gonna do. I don't remember. I don't think I can do anything else, can I?
You Hunter's Mark with your bonus action. You're using a short sword, so you don't get that extra free attack from
Yeah,
a dagger. So nope,
Furious. Yeah,
I'm pretty
okay.
sure that's everything.
Alright.
Also, since you had to go into Lorien's tent in order to do this, you do see Lorien is currently hanging with his legs above a bar, dangling upside down with his arms crossed.
Well, I really hope that you're doing something helpful up there, praying or casting something. What are you doing?
What is something happening? And
Are you
that's-
sleeping?
That's your turn.
You're sleeping. Oh,
All right, Neeson, you're up now.
Oh. Alright, I will stab the Knoll Hunter that Fran just stabbed. 26
Mm-hmm.
for 9.
9. Still standing.
And then my Nick attack, 20
Oh, yeah.
for 1.
I'm still standing.
Oh my god. I thought for sure you had it.
Me too.
I'm gonna try it. Since I'm gonna lose it at the end of this long rest anyways, I will use my heroic inspiration to re-roll damage.
Go for
Because
it.
you can do that now.
Yeah, that's going to be a fun one.
No! Sha! Didn't make a difference.
Well, it couldn't get any worse, and it didn't.
Ah.
In fairness, that was a 25% chance it was going to happen.
But it's like a 13% chance you roll 2 in a row.
All right. Let's see. Am I gonna do anything else? Oh.
Damn it.
No, I don't think I'll do anything else. I think that'll be the end of my turn.
Alrighty. Next up is the Knoll Hunters.
I mean, wouldn't it be my turn?
Yes, it would. Sorry. Advar.
Yeah. So I have 1 HP, and I'm conscious. And I'm being carried by the Knoll leader.
Yep.
Like, is he holding on to me, like, tightly? Do I have to, like...
Well, yeah, he's
use
like
my
holding
action
you
to escape?
He's holding you by your neck. He's not like death gripping you. He never grappled you.
So, do I need to use my action to escape?
No, you can just get out.
Can I cast Cure Wounds on myself before I try to
Yeah.
escape? Alright, because I need it. Oh yeah.
Oh yeah.
Remember, Cure Wounds is 2d8 now, right?
Yep.
Is that
2d8.
right?
Really? I just...
Yeah, everything's doubled
shit.
now.
Cure Wounds is 2d8. Healing Word is 2d4.
Yeah, and then for every spell level above, it's also an additional 2d4, 2d8. It's pretty cool.
Oh,
They-
crazy.
They buffed healing because it was crap before.
it kind of was.
Mm-hmm.
Anyway, alright, so then I add 11, which is nice. And I will, just try to wriggle out of his, grip and
You swing your legs and push yourself whatever direction you're going.
well, it's gonna go into difficult, but then I'll just go over behind Neeson then.
All right. He will get an attack of opportunity from you.
Yeah. But his crit only did 11 last time, so I think I'll be able to live.
7.
Oh! This son of a bitch.
All done?
Yeah, that's about all I got.
Now, Knoll Hunters. This one here is going to attack, well, someone stabbed him in the dick, so they're going after the person that stabbed them in the dick. Fran, 20 to hit.
That one's blue, though, right? That has a blue dot?
Yes, roll a d4, please. $19 to hit. Fran rolled. Alright, so that'll be 6 piercing damage, Fran.
Oh, Fran rolls. Who rolls on the Bane?
Just
the
make
person
it the
being hit or-
active player so that you don't have to be sitting there the
Okay.
entire game.
Okay.
22 to hit, even with the d4, that's going to hit you. For an additional 4. This one over here is going after you, Kit.
Roll a d4, Kit.
Yep.
Mm-hmm.
16.
16 will hit.
Alright, 6. That's going to hit regardless. 4.
Yep. 6 and 4, so 10 on minus. Okay. 5. Okay.
Ebenezer.
All right. And I am going to use my you're still up, right, Odie? Rodvar?
Yep.
Okay.
I got 5.
I will grab a cloth, my healing kit, and I'll wrap it around myself. Where I got hit. So. Ugh. Okay. And
Plus your
then
level.
I'm going to.
Aren't there additional bonuses to that? It's like your level and your proficiency.
Yeah, let me roll it in the chat. Do-do-do-do-do. Oh wait, what did I roll? Oh, I rolled a 2. Dang it. Plus proficiency, yeah. So it was 4 points. But let me put that on my character sheet.
Just plus proficiency, not proficiency and level.
It's just that creature can expend a hit die, and I roll the die, and then the creature regains the number of hit points equal to the die roll plus the proficiency bonus.
That's how they changed it. Yeah. The die roll plus your proficiency bonus. Cool.
Yep. And I forgot to use my reaction last time, but that's okay. We're learning new rules, new characters, and I'm afraid to move anywhere. Please stop attacking us, is all I say. And oh wait, no, you know what? Who is near? I am going to the knoll that's here there. I'm gonna oh, I already used my action for that. I can't do it. Yep, so I'm done.
Alrighty. No. We'll start with the one on Kit, who is baned. Oh, jeez. Okay, then. Yeah.
That it's.
That reckless, man. It's hurting.
Yeah, there's a lot more people. So.
6 piercing.
Okay.
Alrighty. This one over here is going after you, Ebenezer.
Okay. I will
12.
I will use my it's this one here, right? The one that's right next to me?
Yes.
Okay, then I'm going to use my reaction to cast Blade Ward, and makes it a disadvantage.
So you force me to reroll.
Yeah.
Or does it say disadvantage when you are being attacked?
It says reaction in which you take response to a visible creature targeting you with a melee attack. You trace a signal of warning, imposing disadvantage on the creatures. But it's a reaction, so I have to do it as a reaction.
Yes. In the future, just do it before I roll, so that I know we're rolling at disadvantage.
Okay, and I'll double check on it because I think it's again
The way
something
it's
that you can roll
worded
after.
is in response to being attacked, not to them hitting you. So you don't force me to
Gotcha.
re-roll, you force me to have disadvantage on the hit.
Right.
Alright, let me re-roll one more time then. Just looking at the first die here.
And it hits.
Yep. 6.
Still up, barely.
Alright, so that was that one, that was this one, and then the one on Ash. Whew. Alrighty. Let me do this now. Wait, what? Oh, I didn't save the token to his sheet. Okay. Here we go. Alrighty. Let me add Ash now to the initiative tracker for the first time. Wait, what? That was the Knolls who just went. Yep, so Kit, your turn.
Yeah. I'm going to take a normal swing at let's go with the leader. So I can't be taking reckless hits anymore. It's not advantage. Ignore that. So 10. I'm gonna use a lucky and re-roll it. 25.
That'll hit.
For 10 damage.
10 damage. Hey, he's hurt now.
Yeah, but I think I've hurt more. And I'm gonna take the cleave shot at the other knoll.
Hell yeah.
This guy right here.
Hit him. Hit him.
Actually, we'll. Oh yeah, it's gonna be within 5 feet. Yeah, it's gonna be that guy.
Yeah.
Cleave attack. 13.
Just barely. Well, no, not just barely. That hits,
Nice.
right? Without shields, they're sitting at 12. Yep, 12. Yep, hits.
Nice. For 7 damage.
Nice. Good little chunk of lunkin.
That'll be it. As a bonus action, I go. What are we doing here? I'm looking for fucked up. Oh, that'll be it.
Bonus action coughs up and spits blood. Knoll leader's turn. New head trophy. And now he's got a two-hand once again. Kit.
Mm-hmm.
17
That hits.
for 8 slashing.
Okay.
Second attack. 8 to hit.
Miss.
Third attack. 23 to hit.
That hits.
6 piercing.
Down.
Fran, your turn.
Okay, so I'm just gonna attack that knoll that's right next to me. With short sword.
Thirteen hits.
Does it really?
Yes, it does. For 9, that is a dead knoll. Or
Because we're at
8.
low levels, Fran. We're at second level. That's why it hit.
It is a knoll.
Okay, and then can I move?
Yeah, of course.
Okay, I'm trying to figure out where I was supposed to move to. I had talked about this with someone and I can't remember where I was supposed to go.
So before you step out of the tent, Lorien does kind of like whisper towards you. Please don't mention this as he's sleeping, and is going to healing word you 2d4 plus 5.
Your secret is safe with me.
So you heal for 8.
Thank you.
That buff to healing word and cure wounds is it's pretty
I like
fucking
it.
good. Yeah.
Yeah.
That was very kind.
Now it's worth healing people outside of just them going down.
Yep. Exactly.
Nice. All right, so you stepped out. Anything else, Fran?
I think I'm good.
Alrighty.
Thank you.
Neeson. You see the knoll leader seems to be reaching towards Kit, grabbing his hair with the axe, getting ready to like put his head on the belt.
Could I just stand on this knoll?
Absolutely. It's not moving.
Right. I don't have advantage, but Ebenezer is in threatening range of him, so I do still have sneak attack.
Yes.
Alright. So my second attack. Oh my god. I will use my inspiration for my lore keeper to reroll that.
Okay.
Oh, there we
we
go.
go.
You hit.
For
Oh,
8 damage.
Hey, we take it.
Yeah, I guess that's it.
Alrighty. From this tent over here. Let me set these to nope. Toggle. Okay. So I'm gonna do this as a whisper roll. Just And now Fox will step out of his tent. These fucking gnolls. And he looks like he got stabbed once or twice. Advar.
Oh shit! I saw Kit go down right in front of me. So I'm gonna have to carefully move along the rocks, and then I'll hit him with Cure Wounds.
Boop.
And I think I edited the thing right. It should be 2d8.
12.
Yeah, well, it did roll it. It just rolled shitty.
I mean, 12 is not bad to be up right now.
Oh, it was pretty good.
Yeah.
Well, I just wish one of them wasn't a 1. That's what I mean.
So, Kit, you feel Advar's hand against your back as you see the gnoll holding your hair, getting ready to swing an axe at your head.
But that was my last spell slot, so...
And the day
I'll,
just started.
Well, no, I haven't finished my long rest.
He'll get it back when he finishes.
Oh, that's true.
It's you and Ebenezer.
Yeah.
I was only down 1 spell slot, but I only have 3, so you know. Then I'll back up. I think I can get to there.
No attacks of op. Alrighty. All done, Advar?
Yeah.
Alright. This gnoll hunter is going to attack you, Kit, because you're... Oh, no. The gnoll leader has you, so he's going to choose a different target now. Sorry. It was bothering me that I could see the green when you were standing there. He's going to come over here and attack you, Neeson.
Okay.
Yeah. 5.
Miss.
-4, minus whatever.
You can minus a 4 if you would like on his natural 1.
Right.
3!
Does that just eloquently dodge it?
13. -4.
But,
Do your D4. Yeah, do your D4.
9!
9.
Parry, thrust.
Ha! Don't stop me now. All done?
Yeah. Oh, that's your turn, not mine.
Yeah, I was saying all done.
Oh, okay.
Ebenezer. Sorry, I think there's a bot in my chat.
All right, so I am going to use my action to help Kit and give advantage on the no leader or anyone to give. I'm going to give. I'm going to use my help. I'm going to using the help action to try to distract the no leader so that whoever needs, you know.
So,
No. Excuse me. Why? Please. What? What are you doing? Excuse me. Would you stop? And that's my action. Bonus. Yeah, I'm done.
okay. No, that one's dead. This one's alive.
Yep.
This one is gonna... Ebenezer or Fran? Even and
No
odd.
weapons.
Actually, Fran, you're odd. Ebenezer.
All right.
Let's go.
And I will use my reaction.
All right. 19.
And it hits.
4 half down to 2.
Oh, dear Lord. I'm still up.
Alrighty. This one over here against you. Actually, Kit, would you like an attack of op?
Yes, I go, where are you going?
I didn't hear no bell.
I hear no bells.
Oh, fuck that
Oh,
Noel.
nice.
Let's keep that.
Okay.
I think you just killed his ass.
As the gnoll turns to go after Ash, you sever the top half of his body with your foot, and the legs keep running and then collapse.
I have 1, 2 to the leader.
All right, well that's the gnoll's turns. Kit.
Going down, right? I understand we still have a whole day, but I also understand that I went down, which makes me very angry. So I'm gonna rage again. I'm gonna use my last rage. I feel like it's worth it to get rid of this leader. Said you could have ran. You could have ran.
18. You're being helped. Roll again.
Oh yeah. You're right. You're right.
This way you don't have to do your
A
reckless. Yep.
20.
20 hits.
Let's go with let's use the human heroic inspiration for this.
Reroll that damage.
That's a lot better.
Ooh, yeah.
17.
Oh, he's looking bloodied. Take
Ah,
your
there's not one
great
next to him.
axe and Stab it deep into his chest.
Yeah, and I go, this one's mine. Oh, and that's it.
Alrighty. No leader is going to cackling at you. Battle axe.
Yeah, that indeed hits.
Wow. 13 slashing.
Okay, so down to 6. Cool.
Round up 7. We always round
Oh
up.
yeah, 7. Okay.
Battle axe again. 21
Okay.
for 8 more.
Okay.
Wait, which one is attacking him?
The leader.
The no litter.
Okay.
And then bite. 17
17 also hits.
for
That's
6.
I'm back down. Take him down.
And he very pleased with himself.
Yeah. That's
Right.
crazy. If that was anyone that wasn't a barbarian, that would have taken him down at the first hit.
Yeah.
Mhm.
Yeah. It's a good thing
You
he got
sucked
to
up.
you.
You've sucked up 2 of his crits, haven't you?
Yeah.
So, Fran, your turn.
Okay, so the Knoll leader is still up, right?
Yep. And he just bit Kit hard enough in his neck that he passed out.
Okay, so I don't know if this is productive or not, but I'm gonna go after him with my longbow.
Go for it. Now, as a reminder, before we look at that, you did use your spell slot to do a hunter's mark. And you're
Yeah.
allowed to, after the creature's dead, use a bonus action to move it to a new target.
I would have had to have said that before I just rolled, though, right?
And I'm reminding you because I'm assuming you
Okay.
didn't know that about the spell.
I did not know that about the spell.
So you may do that before I look at the dice or anything else.
I would like to do that, please.
Very good. And this is kind of like the bread and butter of your entire class, so it's a very good thing to keep in track of.
Okay.
Yep.
Did I hit?
Did you have advantage?
I don't know.
No, I don't think there'd be.
I don't
a
think
reason
so.
for advantage.
Can I use my inspiration thing to reroll?
Yes, you can.
Okay. Oh God, really?
Inspiration has not done us well, other than I guess the 1 damage for Kit.
Yeah. Well, unfortunately, a 13 just barely misses the null.
All right. I guess I'm done then.
Neeson.
All right, I'm gonna bonus action disengage from that Knoll Hunter, so that I can get across from Ebenezer.
Aha.
And as the Knoll howls out his victory, I'm just gonna step over Kit's body and then just slit the thing's throat as he's howling up in the air, and just watch it drop.
As soon as you cut the throat out, the creature collapses
Oh,
down to the ground, dead. And you still have your other attack.
So let's see. That was 5, 10. I guess I'll just go right back here and attack this one.
17 hits.
Oh, No sneak attacks and 1 damage.
1.
I am really good with offhand damage.
Eh. All right, Fox's turn. Shit, I need that one. He seems to be watching, and Ebenezer, you do clearly hear him say that under his breath. He looks at the knoll, and looks at you, Ebenezer, and he is going to run at the knoll, tackling the one right next to you, which is going to count as his shove attack, which the knoll has to give a dexterity, an athletics or acrobatics save. No, a dexterity or strength save, correct? That's how
Correct.
the new strength
Yep.
is. All right. 6. The knoll is shoved 10 feet away from you, Ebenezer. Fox is going to look over at you. Get Kit up now, please. Advar.
All right.
Not gonna lie, I like the new shove.
Mm-hmm.
Yep.
I like it too.
Makes athletics nearly useless,
got
but
a problem.
It does.
I can't do a whole lot, so I'll probably just kind of stay where I am and throw a... I'll do the produce flame at this guy down here.
Okay, that hits. Okay, for 4.
Yeah, and then maybe climb up the wall a little further.
Do you want me to put you on the up higher?
Sure.
Okay, you can still see down, no problem. It's just
Yeah.
now you can see up here.
Get away from these people.
You know, it's so nice up here. Anyways, all done, Advar?
Yeah, that's all I can do.
The last remaining Knoll Hunter. Oh, yeah. Oh no, this one can't talk. It's a hunter. Leader is all it really mutters out. As it's gonna stab into you, Neeson. 19 to hit.
Wait a minute. D4? Ah, I needed a 4.
18
That
to
hits.
hit. All right, 6 piercing.
Okay.
Then bite for 20 to hit.
I can't. D4 won't be enough to drop that.
4 piercing.
I'm out.
Continues crawling up the hill. Slowly getting to you, Advar.
Oh.
Just taking everyone down.
He is the new pack leader.
He is new pack leader.
Ebenezer, you're up.
All right, I am going to rush over to Kit, and I say, Blue Lady, please do your will and bring him back. And I will touch him with Lay on Hands and give you 1 hit point to bring you back, Kit. That's my action. It's an action, right?
It is Lay on Hands is an action. That's just enough to heal the wound in your throat. Wait, did they change Lay on Hands?
They might. Let me just.
Let me
just double check. Let me just double check. Yep, it's a bonus action now. Okay, I screwed that up earlier because I forgot I went back to.
Nice.
That was. It's weird because it's a buff, but now that it actually now it competes with Smite for bonus action.
Yeah, I can do a Lay on Hands or I can do a Smite. I can't do both.
Yeah, right. But it is nice that you can lay on hands and attack.
Right. Or for those
or
of you that
spell or whatever.
All right. So, Kit, I'm going to bring you, and then I will continue my movement to where the frick did.
The knoll ran up the cliff up here.
But didn't we have another player down?
I'm down.
Oh, Neeson.
Neeson.
There you are. Oh, you're right next to me. You're right.
Yeah.
I'm like looking everywhere but where you are. I was like, no, not that red mage. And I will use my action to do a healing kit so you can roll a hit die to get your
Okay.
your health. Oh, I gotta take off my healing kit.
So yeah, roll a hit die.
Plus his proficiency bonus, right?
Yep.
Your
hit.
wait, is it the proficiency bonus of the
It-
creature
it's-
you're using
I'm
it on,
almost
or
positive
yours?
it's mine.
Okay.
It is.
Because the previous one was the level of whoever you are.
Plus
Well-
my it's my bonus. It's my
Okay,
bonus.
I mean, either way, it's +2 regardless. But
Yeah.
It'll
But
matter
the
for
future.
NPCs in the future.
well, that's true.
You do this on an archmage. That's pretty good. Like,
+6.
yeah. All right, so you heal 9.
Yep.
Nice. Ebenezer with the smelling salts. This
Oh,
gnoll
my hit
is
points.
pissed the fuck off. It just got shoved away, and is now going to attack Fox. Spear. For 12, misses. All right, Kit, you're up.
I get up. I look around. I see that there's only one guy because I didn't see him go up the mountain, and I can't see up the mountain.
You cannot hear it or perceive
Yeah.
it.
So I go, oh, thank you, Ebenezer. 5,
My pleasure.
15. You said against the rocks is double movement,
Yeah,
right?
if your token is on the rocks, you're at difficult terrain.
Okay. Then we can move through allies, right? So
Correct.
get right there.
Yep.
When I'm out of movement. I'm gonna swing at this guy. Lord, what are you doing here?
Oh, he's still in the town. Sorry.
I'm gonna. I don't think it's worth the. I'm at 1 health. It doesn't matter. Yeah, I'm gonna reckless attack.
Hell yeah. Do it the Brasco way.
25.
That hits.
There won't be a. Let me click rage. For 3.
3.
Wait. No, I did the cleave.
Oh, roll the
Yeah,
other one.
I
then.
clicked the wrong one. Yeah. You want me to just re-roll the whole?
Yeah, it
thing?
has to be the
Okay.
intended roll.
Okay. Well,
Yeah.
now it's a natural 20.
It has to be the intended roll.
For 22.
Now you're saying you weren't cleaving. However,
Yeah.
you have
I
severed.
cleaved through his head. I want to non-lethally cut his head off. I'm just kidding.
Chop off his head and then bat it out of the way as it falls.
Yeah.
All right, he's dead.
Go. That's all of them, right?
No, one's after Advar. Fox looks at you and he seems to be holding a wound that's bleeding a lot.
I should probably get that. I look around. I don't see him. My turn.
All right, Knoll Leader is dead, right? Fran, your turn.
Okay, so I have dark vision. Can I see the knoll that ran up the cliff?
It's not the dark vision, it's the elevation. You would have to get to that higher ground to be able to see him.
Okay, am I within distance enough to be able to make it to him with my movement?
Your movement is 25, right? So you have 15
Yeah.
feet of movement, which
Yeah.
can get you up to the top landing.
Okay.
You can certainly try. Yep, there he is, right there.
And I want to shoot him with my. Well, I want to be within bow distance. Arrow.
You don't have enough movement to be that far away.
Okay.
I'll say that you can be
Oh.
halfway up the cliff, but if you're going to be within
can't-
bow distance,
I'm gonna have disadvantage.
no, he's going to have a +2 to his AC.
Okay. No, I'll just stab him with my short sword then. I guess.
Okay. Is there anything you would like to do before that?
I want to do the vine thing. Not the vine. The. Wait, hold
Hunter's
on. No,
mark.
the other one. Can I move it a third time?
Yes, you can. So
Okay, I
long
wanna
as you
move-
maintain that concentration, you can keep moving it.
Okay, I want to move that one to this guy.
Right. Hunter's marked.
Hunter's mark, and then I'm gonna attempt to stab him with my.
You have
Short sword.
advantage on the attack because I'm flanking him.
The two
Sweet.
small
On the other
folk on
side
either
from
side
me.
of the knoll.
Yeah,
This is the battle of the Titan. 23 hits. 7.
And then click on your hunter's mark again for that damage.
2. Let me look at that because you rolled 2 last time. Yeah, it's rolling. Okay.
Yeah.
You're just consistently rolling 2. Okay, it looks hurt.
Okay.
All done.
I think so. I don't think I can do anything else.
All right. Knees.
10, 20, 25, 30.
Oh, you're
Everyone
moving, Fran.
climbing-
Wrong token.
Oh, whoops.
You just pushing.
That's because I moved over her token.
Yeah.
I look
Alright, there
at
we go.
Fox. I look at Fox and go, "Why is everyone climbing up that rock?"
Advar in danger.
Oh, he's up the rock. Oh, you know that would have been better information.
13. 13 to hit
Oh, I'm sorry. Yes, that hits.
for 9 damage.
9. Come on. That hits.
Come on, something other than a 1. A 3!
Perfect.
Yay!
How do you want to do this?
I think I just run up, and as he's hovered over trying to hit the 2 little small ones, I just kind of like run up his back and I jab both of my daggers into the back of his neck and just ride him to the ground.
And as you ride the knoll down to the ground, stabbing and snapping into its neck, you pull out the 2 daggers, blood flying everywhere, as you get to scream triumphantly after this grueling battle. And guys, this is where we're ending the session this week. Players, thank you all very much for playing. Viewers, thank you for watching. Hope you all had a great time. See ya.
All right, so long
Yeah.
rest.